browser. Ellen, what's up?
Oh, what's up, Marty, is what was a really wickedly busy rush hour has eased off nicely with just minor delays as you approach your favorite tunnels. Even the Parkway West is just slow at that runaway truck sand pile heading for the Fort Pitt tunnels right now, so not a bad ride. Want to remind folks of a round-the-clock road closure awaiting you in Wilkins Township and Monroeville. This kicked in around 7 this morning. Thompson Run Road is now closed until 2 p.m. on Wednesday. That's the 26th. This is between Rodi Road and Larimer Avenue, and then the intersection with Northern Pike out toward Monroeville. This is for debris removal, road patching, and other work. There is a posted detour. With AAA Traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM at AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
The rest of today will be cool for late August with a mix of sun and clouds and a high just 71. Partly cloudy tonight, though 58. Tomorrow, partly sunny and pleasant and a bit warmer in the afternoon, high 77. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
He's live, he's local, he's Marty Griffin, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Public education is the most significant aspect of American life, yet it is so severely underserved, underfunded, underappreciated, underrecognized, and constantly under stress to survive and thrive. Folks with a nickel, a dime, or a dollar strive to send their kids to private schools, left behind thousands of kids who have little hope but great opportunity. And I stress that, great opportunity. I know a significant number of Pittsburgh public school teachers. I have relatives who are Pittsburgh public school teachers. They're badasses. They're fantastic. They're amazing. They're ready to go. How do you inspire greatness in a system that suffers from so much negativity? The head cheerleader, the man who thrives in that environment, Dr. Walters, Pittsburgh Public Schools Superintendent. Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm great, Marty. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of the Voice of Pittsburgh.
It's quite a challenge you face in this environment. How do you inspire greatness in a time when you have so many pressures, sir?
Well, I'm going to go back to what you talked about the staff, the teachers, everyone, the teachers, the counselors, the social workers, the cafeteria staff, the custodians, the central office administration support staff. My hope is to honor, value, and respect them because this is not easy work, creating an educated citizenry. And so it's so important that we start in that place first of honoring, valuing, and respecting them for the work that they do. To educate a child and to create every other profession is not a small feat. And so the more support we can have for them and to understand how critical this work is for more than students, but for our future of our city, state, and country is really something that we need to value as a complete unit.
It's paramount. You know, Doc, men like you spend your lives trying to make a difference. And I find out that if you lose them at the third grade, they're done. Third grade, sir? Is it that early, sir?
It is that early because the design of our system is before third grade, you're learning to read. At third grade is when you have to start reading to learn. And there's a difference. So when we talk about literacy, it's not just the opportunity to be able to read a book, but it's the comprehension, it's the understanding, it's the transfer. And so third grade is that marker where you begin to see not only have they achieved the foundational pieces, the phonemic awareness and all those things to learn to read, but then third grade is where you have to read to learn. And there's a huge difference. And so when that doesn't happen by third grade, then there's struggle. There's a lot of intervention needed. There's a lot of programming that has to happen to really build the capacity of that child when it doesn't happen by third grade. I find it so frustrating and so difficult in inner cities
with schools with absenteeism. In fact, it was so bad in Detroit, they started paying kids with perfect attendance $100 a week and improved the attendance. Your absenteeism is about 32%, and at some of the schools, 50%, chronically absent. Whereas in districts outside the city, like Upper St. Clair, 6%. How do you address that, sir? And why the vast disparity, sir?
Well, I think one of the things is that the definition has shifted over time. Before, chronic absenteeism was not a word that was used. What was used is, you want to make sure that you're in school all the time. But at the same time, there is a mixed message that I want to acknowledge. So, yes, we understand from the research that if you miss more than 10% of the school year, you are chronically absent by definition. But at the same time, coming through the pandemic, we were telling families, if your child is sick, keep them at home. And so in a month, with 20 school days, if you miss more than 2 days, you are chronically absent, even though you may have been sick. And so those numbers tend to add up because the research does say when you miss school, you miss out. But at the same time, we are saying, in large systems, if you are sick and not feeling well, please stay home so you're not infecting other students. So it's sort of this balance of how we have changed over time where, if you wrote an excuse, you were fine. Chronic absenteeism looks at excused and unexcused absences as well. So it's not about whether you had the right note or doctor's excuse. If you were not there, you were considered chronically absent.
I love your passion. I love your compassion. I love your commitment. I really do. I find it amazing. Here's the battle I always face because I'm a talk host and people grab me. Marty, Pittsburgh spends $32,000 a year on a student. Upper St. Clair spends $16,000 and is eons ahead in test scores. Please explain to folks why, sir. Why that difference in spending and why it's necessary, sir.
Yeah, the spend dictates. In urban spaces, there's significant differences in starting points. We have some schools, some students that have never had early childhood education. We have students that have significant learning disabilities and needs. And so the needs are different. And when you have different needs, you have to invest in trying to address those needs, whether it be attendance, whether it be learning disabilities, whether it be general preparedness for schools, whether it be around access and opportunity. I mean, certainly we're a large system, and that is our work to address those needs, however they arrive at our doorsteps. They're our children, and so whatever needs they have, we must invest in trying to remedy those needs and support students and families for their outcomes. And so that's just our reality. But, the spend is dictated by need, not by just the want to spend. It's just that we have significant needs in the Pittsburgh public schools, and so those things cost, and that's what happens.
Completely agree with you. And I get annoyed. I just do. I mean, all I say is walk in your shoes one day and understand the difference in the dynamic between trying to teach in Mount Lebanon, where you have a 99% attendance and every kid has a mom and dad and their PhDs, versus in the city where you struggle to thrive because it's that much different. And no one wants to acknowledge that, do they, sir?
At times they don't. There are some who do, but there's some who dedicate their lives to being naysayers, and I just invite them to come and be a part of the solution rather than being a problem identifier. Because, babies do it by crying, dogs do it by barking, but problem solving is a real work. So I invite them to come on board and become a problem solver versus investing in problem identification.
I got to get very honest with you. Your folks are so good to us in terms of anytime we present a problem. I sent a note to one of your press folks, who's amazing, by the way, she's amazing, about rodents in a school. Immediately addressed it, immediately fixed it. My point is, your people give a damn, don't they, sir?
Absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely. They're responsive, they care deeply, and they act. It's not that we don't have problems, but once again, we work to solve those problems when they're identified. And so that is something I think is special and something that needs to be praised and acknowledged. So I appreciate you doing that, Marty.
Do you fear the direction that public schools in inner cities across America are going to, sir? Losing student population, losing funding, anyone with money sends to private schools. Do you fear the future of public schools in inner city settings, sir?
So I don't know if I have that fear, Marty. I know there's movement to do so. But the fact of the matter is we still educate the majority of our population. public education. And that is the hope and the promise of this country. And regardless of what others think, that is the hope and dream of those who can't afford and get access to it. The dependency is on public education. So I don't ever see that going away. I see opportunities for improvement, opportunities for reinvestment, opportunities to support public education, because regardless of whatever systems are created, we will still continue to educate the masses. And the masses dictate direction of what this country must do and respond to.
You run to the tough questions. You run to the problems. And your people are no different. Ebony Pugh is a rock star, and you give a damn. And I respect and admire the fact that you folks come to this platform when you could just say, hell no, Marty's a pain in the ass. And I love it, sir. And anything we can ever help you with, please let us know.
I appreciate that. I appreciate you. And thank you for shouting out Ebony Pugh and all of the staff in the Pittsburgh Public Schools, because they are hardworking. And I won't repeat the words that you used, but you got the right sentiment. Thank you.
It's a hell of a job, man, to educate in a system where a lot of these kids have no hope, and he gives them hope. And they really, really give a damn. And I will do anything to help to make it better there. I just believe that he's trying so damn hard. From the P.J. Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. Ellen, what's up?
What's up, Marty, is we just have minor delays approaching the Squirrel Hill and Fort Pitt tunnels on their respective sections of I-376, the parkways east and west. So it does give us a chance to talk about where you'll find road crews working along I-579 and Crosstown Boulevard. Now, these restrictions kicked off today, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., and they could be each day throughout this week, with a traffic shift and shoulder restriction on Bigelow Boulevard's ramp to 579 and the Veterans Bridge, and also on the ramp from 7th Avenue to southbound 579. Watch out for northbound 579 having lane restrictions as you try to exit to the PPG Arena, Center Avenue off-ramp and the Vets Bridge, and southbound also near the Veterans Bridge and those same ramps, and then also toward the ramp for eastbound I-376 toward Oakland and Monroeville. With AAA Traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Listen to the Marty Griffin Show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run, because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Is reviewing life insurance on your to-do list? Now's the perfect time to add it. A friend recently told me that securing life insurance sooner rather than later can help you lock in lower rates for years to come. So I bumped this up on my list and got it done. I called SelectQuote and couldn't believe how easy and affordable life insurance is. I'm 40 and got a $500,000 policy for $16 a month. My husband's also 40 and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. Plus, with SelectQuote's same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. Knowing I have this checked off my list feels amazing, but the peace of mind knowing my family is protected feels even better.
Call SelectQuote at 1-800-329-1010. That's 1-800-329-1010. Or go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. That's 1-800-329-1010. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com. And Doug.
Hot dog! Get your hot dog!
Customize and save with Liberty Mutual.
Hey, what are you doing?
I like your method. Direct. To the point. A little loud, but...
Listen, people don't buy car insurance the same way they do hot dogs.
Not yet, but both are customizable.
Popcorn! Get your popcorn!
Hey, this is a hot dog area.
And customize and save area. Get a quote at libertymutual.com or with your local agent.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Sat in Julian Gray's office for an hour and a half the other day, talked about, okay, if I die, how does my wife manage our assets? Okay, how about this? If I end up in a full-time nursing care facility, $15,000 a month, how do we protect the money in our 401k? How do we protect our house? How do we protect any savings? This is what Julian Gray does for people. It's amazing information. It's critical information. And you must do it. GrayOuterLaw.com, GrayOuterLaw.com. Do it now. Strong communities are built by skilled hands, hands belonging to Pennsylvania laborers. From highways and bridges to schools, hospitals, and energy projects, union laborers are trained, certified, and committed to getting the job done. The Pennsylvania Laborers District Council is building careers with outstanding training, family-supporting wages, excellent benefits, and a safer future for workers across the Commonwealth. Love them. When quality matters, build with union laborers. Learn more about the Pennsylvania Laborers District Council and the professionals who are building every day.
Selling your home shouldn't be stressful or take months to do. At Home Buyers of Pittsburgh, you skip the showings and repairs and get right to the closing table. For a quick, fair cash offer, visit homebuyersoftpittsburgh.com or call 412-500-9057. That's 412-500-9057.
Hope is not a strategy. Investments are not a retirement strategy. Market volatility, rising taxes, healthcare costs can quietly erode a lifetime of savings if you're not prepared. This is Brian Quaranta at Secure Money Advisors. We're helping families every day create structured retirement income plans designed for clarity, stability, and long-term confidence. To learn more, you can claim a copy of my book, Right Track Your Retirement, at righttrackpittsburgh.com, where your retirement journey begins on the right track.
Hey, this is Lisa. You'll only find me at Nest Expressions Window Fashions. Blind shades, shutters, and draperies are my passion. Call me 724-933-5500, nestexpressions.com.
UPMC, life-saving, life-changing medicine.
The voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Public schools, man, in cities. Man. The worst school districts in America are in urban areas, in cities like Cleveland. It's all fact. I mean, Detroit, Philadelphia. I try to get to the root of it. And I think of my life story. When I was of age to go to a public high school, Peabody was the choice. And the kids in my neighborhood, Tommy Bellin and his sisters, and the Chapmans, and the Theriolts, and Chucky Wall and his sister, they went to Peabody. And they would come home with stories about fights, drugs, gang attacks, fear, kids lashing out, breaking windows in school. This is Peabody High School, 1970s, late. 1970s, late. So here we are, more than 30 years later, and those schools, Peabody's gone, and that school district sucks. It's horrible. Chronic absenteeism. The average in Pittsburgh Public Schools is about 32%. For comparison, Upper St. Clair is 6%. Several Pittsburgh schools, Westinghouse, 50% absenteeism, 50% chronic absenteeism. It hasn't changed. It's worse. 700-point difference in test scores on the SATs between Mount Lebanon and Pittsburgh Public Schools. That's insurmountable. Some districts around the country trying bizarre approaches. Detroit, horrible absenteeism. Horrible. Over 60% chronically absent at several schools. Guess what they did? They took $14 million and said, let's pay the kids that show up every day $100 a week. In Chicago, they started paying moms to bring their kids to school, just to bring them to school. Urban school districts. Frightening poverty. Frightening disparities in parents in the household. Chronic absenteeism. Steep enrollment declines. I can't help you with a solution. I love Dr. Walters. I love his motivation, but I'm afraid for him. And the parents in those schools that really want to learn, and their kids that really want to learn. But in 10 schools, they can't get advanced math classes. Can't get them. And in some schools, the proficiency rate in reading and math is below 15%. Do we pay the kids to show up? Michelle, go ahead.
Hi, Marty. I graduated from Langley High School in '74. It was a city high school. And still to this day, when I tell people who went to high school, they give me the hairy eyeball.
Yep.
And I have to say that I had a great education, and I was well prepared for when I went to Pitt. They had an advanced program called the Scholars Program, and I guess it depended on your IQ and recommendations, but we were one class. We took every major class together, like English, math, science, and it was like a year ahead advanced. But I will tell you, the whole school, it was even during the time of the race riots, we didn't have anything like that at Langley. I didn't even know they were going on except, seeing the TV.
But Michelle, you're a shining example that did well. But they're in bad shape. How do you fix them?
Oh, I wouldn't send my kids now.
How do you fix them, dear? How?
You know what, Marty? I do not know that question. I do not know. You need somebody really strong to get in there and take charge.
It's bad. And it's depressing because there are scholars in these schools. There are brilliant teachers and brilliant parents and brilliant leaders. When we get to a point where you're paying kids $100 a week in Detroit to show up for school, they're paying them. And by the way, folks, that was to get absenteeism, the chronic absenteeism, to 54%, because it was at 65%. It's that bad. This is the American tragedy. Not AI, not the economy, not the war, not gas prices, public education. Millions of kids left wandering aimlessly through a system that they can't benefit from.
If you're caring for a loved one on Medicaid, here's something you should know. You may be able to get paid to care for them right in their own home. Through a Medicaid-funded program, family members, friends, and other loved ones can earn hourly pay while providing the care their loved one already depends on. Just call 412-991-1440, and Careway Home Care will help you every step of the way, from getting started to choosing the caregiver that's right for your family. Already getting paid to take care of a loved one? If you're looking for better support and pay, their team makes switching simple and will guide you through the entire onboarding process. And if your loved one isn't enrolled in Medicaid yet, they're here to help with that too. Their experienced team can walk you through the entire eligibility and enrollment process. Just call 412-991-1440. Careway Home Care is proudly based right here in Pittsburgh, providing compassionate local support and competitive pay for caregivers. Just call 412-991-1440. Again, 412-991-1440. Or go to carewayhc.com.
And Doug. Limu and I created a trick to help you remember that you can customize your car insurance and save with Liberty Mutual. You see, the shirts Limu and I wear are yellow, and yellow is the color of lemons. And lemons grow on trees, and trees provide oxygen, and oxygen helps us breathe, and breathing is how you live, and you can live more life when you save money by customizing your car insurance. I agree, Limu. It's really quite simple. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
62. Skies are cloudy at 10:30. I'm Paul Rasmussen. Mayor Corey O'Connor and other city officials are cutting the ribbon at this hour on the renovated home of Police Zone 5 and Fire Engine and Truck 8 facility in East Liberty. Construction started in 2024 on the East Liberty building along North Euclid Avenue. The renovation modernized the facility to meet net zero and energy efficiency standards. Former Poison member Bret Michaels has canceled the rest of his tour dates due to health issues. A social media message from his doctors says Michaels needs more rest and recovery time after his recent surgeries. The Butler native took a break from touring late last month after surgery for a kidney stone. Allegheny County Health Department is spraying 6 neighborhoods this week after positive tests for West Nile virus. Areas being treated include Hazelwood, Carrick, Mount Oliver, Beltshoover, Knoxville, and Mount Washington. And that spraying is scheduled on Wednesday night from 8 to 11 p.m. A familiar figure is returning to Grove City College this fall. With more on that story, News Radio KDKA's Rob Taylor.
Former Vice President Mike Pence will return for a 3rd year in his role as a distinguished visiting fellow for the Center for Faith and Public Life at Grove City College. In a statement by Grove City College, Pence has taught political science courses on faith and public life, led seminars and mentored students, and has provided leadership through the Center for Faith and Public Life. The center encourages the expression and influence of Christian faith in American society. Grove City College President Bradley Lingo said that Pence has become, quote, a valued member of the Grove City College community through the wisdom, encouragement, and personal investment he brings to the students. Rob Taylor, News Radio, KDKA.
On Wall Street, the Dow is now ahead 155 points. The S&P is right now down 22, and the NASDAQ is down 196 points. KDKA Radio News Time 1032. Our next update at 11 on the Voice of Pittsburgh News Radio KDKA.
Time now for today's Spotlight on Money, sponsored by Dollar General.
If you want to find a new job this fall, make sure you hit the ground running now.
After Labor Day is sort of the final push of hiring, and we expect it to be a very busy winter of hiring.
Recruiter Jason Wachtel says you should update your LinkedIn, polish your resume, and set up those networking coffees.
This is the time where you put it in there, because when you get back from Labor Day, the hiring really starts.
I'm Rob Hart.
One cart, one trip. Everything your family counts on. Tylenol for the aches, Band-Aid for the scrapes. Johnson's Baby for the littlest ones. Neutrogena for you. Find them across the store here at Dollar General. And Kenview proudly supports the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and Yellow Glasses. Grab a pair up front for $2 and help fund reading programs for local kids.
So my friend Carlos with Greater Pitt Tree Service, this is the guy to call, this is the company to call with all these big storms and all these big trees down. The safest, the most highly trained, the best pricing, the best equipment, the best you'll ever find. He's done several trees in our neighborhood and in our yard. 412-884-TREE, 412-884-TREE, Greater Pitt Tree Service. Give me a yell.
Right here, futures are being built. Ambition isn't a concept, it's a first step towards something bigger. Education goes beyond academics. That's the Penn West way. Here, student support is common sense, and the path forward is yours to own. But you'll take it on together, to build, to live, to grow. Not someday, not somewhere, right here, right now. The future isn't distant. It's possible. It's achievable. It's yours. Right here, within reach. Learn more at pennwest.edu.
Life's best moments start with perfect choices. For Connie Nowak, it was a trolley ride and a 67-year love story. A life of family, smart decisions, and companionship with Chester the cat. Her retirement choice, the village at St. Barnabas. Recreation, healthcare, close to family, everything on her list. Plus, it's an exceptional retirement value with a flexible entry process and affordable rates. St. Barnabas Retirement Communities, stbarnabascommunities.com, or call 724-444-5568.
This is Greg Trzynski from the Original Mattress Factory. Parents, before you buy your student's mattress online, consider this. At OMF, we offer the same convenience, but with major advantages. You can actually try our mattresses before buying, crucial for your student's comfort. You'll know exactly where your mattress comes from, right here in our local factory. By supporting the Original Mattress Factory, you're investing in our community. And here's the kicker. You'll pay less than you would online. Quality sleep, local support, and better prices. OriginalMattress.com.
From the P.J. Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic powered by Bowser. Ellen, what's up?
What's up, Marty? Is we have a chance to talk to folks about some good news as far as traffic is concerned. And this is relating to that project happening over the Parkway North I-279 that has been forcing overnight closures. It looks like tonight and tomorrow night from 9 p.m. until 5 the following mornings should be the last two final full overnight closures for northbound I-279 around that Jacks Run Road Bridge project. Now, they will still have some overnight single-lane closures, and they'll happen in both directions between Perrysville and Bellevue Westview. That is until the project ends next month, and there could be some restrictions as well at the Cemetery Lane on-ramp to northbound I-279. But as that project has progressed, we have more of the roadways returning back to the drivers during the overnights. With AAA Traffic, I'm Evelyn Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
A mix of sun and clouds for the rest of today, but unseasonably cool, high just 71. Partly cloudy tonight, though 58. Partly sunny tomorrow, high 77. Some sunshine Wednesday with a high near 80. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
Tune in to the next America at Night with me, McGraw Milhaven. We have the unbelievable true story of a man who was on a Christian ministry in the middle of the Amazon rainforest. Wait till you hear this true story. Plus, we'll check out all the news with Scott McFarland on Monday. It's America at Night with me, McGraw Milhaven. Don't miss it. Tonight at 10 on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Man, I'm sitting here looking at these crazy police reports from over the weekend where we had teens. You see their birth dates and their faces, their baby faces. You want to take them and get them ice cream. A couple of these kids that tried to kill a couple cops by hitting them with their car they stole. Born in 2001 and born in 2010. The other was born in 2013. They're kids. And then the vape shop kids were all 14 and 15. And then this chase could have killed a cop. And by the way, those same kids that are now professional criminals are dropouts from urban school districts. And this is a fallout from mothers and fathers that don't raise their kids and communities that let these kids run wild on the streets. So now they're not trying to be doctors or lawyers. They're going to end up in prison or die. Listen to this dramatic video from the weekend. Listen.
552, it's going to be a black Kia Optima.
Affirmative. Black Kia Optima, 4-door black. Looking at PA registration. Stolen black Kia Optima. Headed into zone 5.
3580.
Go ahead, Lieutenant.
Can we ascertain from Wilkinsburg if that driver's wanted for aggravated assault on a police officer so we can make a decision to pursue or not?
Positive on charges.
3580 to all zone 5 units. You copy that?
540, we copy. We're getting behind the vehicle now. Making a left onto Monticello Street, going towards North Lang. Making a left onto Fletcher Way. We're going 20 miles an hour. Turning right onto North Lang, going towards Upland Street. 20 miles an hour. No pedestrian, no vehicle traffic.
Yeah, we'll be coming up to Lincoln, going straight across Lincoln onto Rowan. 40 miles an hour. Zero traffic.
Crazy.
Roadway's clear. Slightly wet. Where you're going to be turning on to, we're passing Odessa Place. I don't know. I think we're going on Lyric now, back towards Lincoln. We are 30 mile an hour headed back towards Lincoln. Crossing Grapevine. We're going to be turning on Lincoln towards the Family Dollar, 35 miles an hour, passing Upland on Lincoln, passing the Family Dollar, and I'm sorry, we're actually turning on Deary, turning on Deary back towards Larimer Ave, 20 miles an hour. We have only one vehicle on Deary with us now. Other than that, vehicle is clear. We are traveling towards Larimer Bridge, about to pass Paulson. Speeds are 54 miles an hour.
They're teens. Teens.
We are turning on the Larimer Bridge now, going into Larimer, 23 miles an hour, passing Joseph Street, passing Shetland Street on Larimer, speeds are 39, passing Venus Way, approaching Meadow Street, 540, that's a good spike. We are on Carver Street now, headed, passing Braden Way, passing Ashley Street, Dodge Way. We're getting them into custody now.
Hear the dogs?
Good copy. Car stopped at Carver and Dodge Way, taking them into custody, 2300.
This is almost daily. This is the teen routine. And just as I started the show with, how the hell do we break this cycle of horrible public education? I got to ask my boy JK, 40 years in law enforcement, thousands of arrests, insane investigations. How the hell do we break this cycle of insane teen violence where they started off trying to run over 3 cops? JK?
Got to put in the work. You got to take it one case at a time. And you have to show some concern from the courts in enforcing these laws and these rules so that we don't have continuous repetitive offenses. I'd be kind of surprised if these guys are even lodged anywhere right now at the moment, if they're not already released
Let me
to their
ask,
parents.
because you're probably right.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious.
Well, we know that they weren't released. We know they weren't released to 2 parents. Let's be blunt. 85% of the kids come from single-parent homes. Go ahead.
So until they start taking these crimes seriously, they treat it as a slap on the wrist, go home to mommy, go to don't be a criminal class. But these are juvenile criminal criminal machines. I mean, that's what they do. They have no other aspirations. You know, they're not involved in other activities or community things. It's all about violence, the guns, stealing the cars, the gang life, the street life. School doesn't play a part. They don't want to go to school.
Hell no.
Yeah, they have no intention of going to school. A lot of these kids are actually illiterate, and that's a huge problem. But when you have a judicial system that just gives them a slap on the wrist, keeps sending them out the door, you're just going to continue with the repeat offenders. And Allegheny County juvenile judicial system, they're just waiting for these juvenile criminal machines. They're waiting for it to take its course, and they're either going to die or they're going to go in prison because they don't have a plan forward for them to help them. So they're just waiting for the inevitable because what skills do they have except trying to run down cops, stealing Kias, and shooting people? What skills do they have? Life skills, morals, ethics, attitudes.
I don't know. I don't know.
Everything they do, they have zero guidance.
It's absolutely an American tragedy, sir, is it not?
It's so heartbreaking just to continuously watch the never-ending cycle, kicking the can down the road. You're just waiting for these kids to die on the streets or go to prison for their entire life. They have no guidance and no direction. There is no family structure. There is no juvenile court structure. It's catch and release for the cops, and that's what they do.
They're now robbing vape shops. I guess vape shops are good for that. They busted a front window on one on Butler Street, stole the ATM. That was one vape shop robbery. There were 3 vape shop robberies this weekend. It's crazy how random this crime is and how all of it is teens. And all they do is become adult criminals, sir. Right?
Yeah. I mean, and here's the thing. It's not random. These guys, I've sat in rooms listening to wires for hours listening to these guys talk. It's a whim. Like, hey, I'm bored. What do you want to do? I don't have any money. Hey, let's take a ride down. Let's go rob the store. Sure. And then we'll go get some pizza. And we'll go to play video games at night, and we'll buy some drugs.
This is their life.
Exactly what they do.
This is their life. This is
what they do.
This is their structure. That's it. That's their business. That's it, sir. Morning to night.
That's it.
That's it.
They don't have anybody saying, hey, you need to get a job and build some structure in your life and, work 9 to 5, get a paycheck, understand stability and structure in a household. They have none of that. They're sitting around bored, nothing to do. Hey, let's go rob this guy. If we kill him, we can get into his wallet and stuff like that. And then we're going to go grab some pizza and we'll come back and we'll hang out all night. And that's exactly what they do. It's so repetitive and no one's stopping them. The courts don't stop them. Are these kids on? I'm dying to know.
I'm going to find out in the break. Thanks, brother. You're my man. It's become this redundant story I tell on the show, but it's not. It's a unique experience every time, but it's always teens. Pull them. Teens. 15, 16. Man, crazy. From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. Ellen, what's up?
What's up is if folks are just now making the commute, kind of a mid to late morning commute here, it's not too tough out there, Marty. Just minor delays approaching all the favorite sets of tunnels. For example, on 376 and 28 and the Parkway North look great. One place where we do want to give you a heads up about a new closure, and this is a round-the-clock closure. It's awaiting you in Wilkins Township and also in Monroeville on Thompson Run Road. So it's closed until 2 p.m. on Wednesday, the 26th. And this is between Rodi Road, Larimer Avenue, and the Northern Pike intersection. They need to do some debris removal there because of recent high waters. Also doing some road patching and other work. There is a posted detour. With AAA Traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
Want a health plan with access to the best care? With UPMC Health Plan, you have access to UPMC doctors and hospitals, as well as providers in your community, plus urgent and emergency care nationwide through the Cigna Healthcare PPO network. All this with award-winning customer service from our healthcare concierge team. When your employer gives you a choice of health insurance plans, choose UPMC Health Plan. For UPMC Health Plan award information, go to upmchealthplan.com/best.
Suffering from peripheral neuropathy? Learn how over 15,000 sufferers regained their comfort, mobility, and quality of life with Tri-State Neuropathy Center's successful treatment plan that is FDA cleared, non-invasive, and drug-free. Here's Sean Ritchie, DC, and Tri-State's founder about one of their many satisfied patients.
One thing I like about having the most effective treatment protocol on the market for peripheral neuropathy is the stories that we hear. Like Karen from Export. She suffered with neuropathy for 3 years, and it got so bad that she couldn't even wear her normal shoes. In fact, she got rid of them and can only wear Skechers. After going through the program, now she's able to wear any shoes she wants, and she's very disappointed that she got rid of all her other shoes.
Tri-State Neuropathy Centers helped Karen. Let them help you next. Call 724-940-9000 for an initial free consultation. That's 724-940-9000. Tri-State Neuropathy Centers, the leader in treating peripheral neuropathy. Learn more at marydanston.com.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
It's time to get everything you need for the job from one partner. No more juggling vendors. We've got your entire job supply covered. Supply the entire job with job lot quantities of everything you need, from flooring to roofing, with access to thousands of products not available in stores. More products mean more colors, sizes, and finishes, so you can get exactly what you need to get the job done. Learn more at the Pro Desk, the Home Depot Pro. It's about time.
100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA. Covered by JP Roofing and Siding. Pittsburgh's #1 platinum roofing company. Do you consider someone in our Pittsburgh area a hero? A hero can be your neighbor, a teacher, a church leader, or even your parent. Someone who has done something extraordinary. Once again, KDKA Radio needs your help as we honor 5 local heroes in our community. Nominate your hero for Larry Richards' Hometown Heroes event at kdkaradio.com.
Life in the blink of an eye. My son, Vince, is turning 16. Wow. And I'm calling Oakmont Bakery, and I'm looking on their page because they have 3,000 ideas for handmade cakes, bespoke, anything you want. Flavors, shapes, sizes, you name it, they do it. Made my daughter insanely cool ballet slippers for her 16th. Oakmont Bakery. Delicious.
Thinking about a new piano for your home, church, or school? Then visit Vitone's Music in Greensburg, Western Pennsylvania's longest continuously operating piano and organ dealer. Owner Tony Vitone is the area's official Kawai piano dealer, offering grands, uprights, digitals, and hybrids. Vitone's also offers a wide range of quality name brand used pianos. Trade-ins are always welcome, and Vitone's offers financing, piano tuning, and delivery services. Conveniently located on Route 30 in Greensburg, just minutes from the Turnpike. Call or visit today.
And Doug. Limu and I created a trick to help you remember that you can customize your car insurance and save with Liberty Mutual. You see, the shirts Limu and I wear are yellow, and yellow is the color of lemons. And lemons grow on trees, and trees provide oxygen, and oxygen helps us breathe, and breathing is how you live, and you can live more life when you save money by customizing your car insurance. I agree, Limu. It's really quite simple. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
University of Maryland Global Campus offers more than 50 flexible online certificates that provide short-term credentials and real-world skills you can use immediately. With a range of affordable undergraduate and graduate certificates in high-demand fields like business, AI, cybersecurity, data analytics, and healthcare, you can earn credentials quickly to help advance your career. No application fee if you apply by September 1st. Classes start soon. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
Progressive knows you've got plenty of things to worry about.
What time does the kids' practice end? How long has that check engine light been on? Are takeout containers microwave safe?
So the last thing you should have to worry about is what to do if something unexpected happens on the road. That's why if you're ever in a major accident, Progressive's accident response can detect it and send help. It's just one less thing to worry about.
How long does chicken last in the fridge?
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Limited availability in California. Driver is responsible for emergency and towing charges not covered by the policy.
Cousins Roofing, Siding, and Decks. Call the Cousins.
The Cousins are giving away a new roof because every family deserves a safe roof over their heads. Think you or someone you know deserves a new roof? Enter the End of Summer Cousins Roof Giveaway for your chance to receive up to $15,000 towards a brand new roof. Don't wait. Visit callthecousins.com and enter today.
Call the Cousins.
Cousins Roofing, Siding, and Decks. Call the Cousins.
It's Marty Griffin on the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
The juvenile crime explosion, there have been some gurus who tried to figure it out. I have heard, for instance, in Philadelphia, 23,000 students never came back post-COVID. Ever. Disappeared. All black students from the Philadelphia School District. I heard in Pittsburgh, about 1,000 kids never came back. Never. Where are they at? Well, the theory is they're out in the streets. Specific rise in juvenile firearms involvement and severe violent acts. Dramatic rise in youth homicides. How about that? During and after the pandemic. Disrupted guardrails. Extended school closures. Community lockouts. Stripped away the normal safety nets, mental health supports, daily routines. How about that? Loss of connection. Reduced institutional touch points. Experts note that younger teens are increasingly driven by online social clout. Boom! Boom! Where They are driven by digital notoriety, where violent and reckless acts are filmed, shared, and rewarded. However you want to look at this, Jimbo, you're sitting there waiting for them to finish up what they started with, this stolen cars and stolen guns in juveniles. And we're pushing a year now, aren't we, sir? It's so...
Yeah, we're up to 8. Yeah, so we're up to 8 months now from all the career criminal juvenile machines, the repeat offenders who accumulatively robbed over a dozen gun stores, $800,000 accumulated damage, dozens, not a dozen, dozens of stolen Kias, amongst all the other incidents that they're involved with and the other crimes, because they're averaging, 14, 15, 18 prior criminal felony, arrests.
Where are they? Where are they,
right
Jimbo?
now, they're incarcerated. Some of them are in a placement or in housing. They're being held. But the trial's not going nowhere. So they're supposed to be deemed incompetent, or they were deemed incompetent to stand trial by Judge Sizemore. So that put a giant roadblock. Nobody wanted to prosecute them. So the State Attorney General Dave Sunday has Deputy State Attorney General Decker on the case, and he brought forth to charge them as adults. So for 8 months, this case has been sitting down there, and it gets reviewed every couple of weeks. It keeps getting reviewed every month, and they just send them back, kicking the can down the road. Nobody's deeming anybody for anything. It's just stagnant. It's been sitting there for 8 months. They're not making a decision.
Hey, Patrick, you kind of agree with that premise, though, that they do a lot of this for cred, and they do it on video, sir, don't you?
Oh, absolutely. It comes up in their Snapchat feeds.
Yep.
We see fights, that are staged downtown all the time. These kids that are either supposed to be in school or after school from the charter schools downtown, they show up and beat the crap out of each other at the parks or at Market Square. We've seen this time and time again.
And Patrick, I also believe in what happened pre-COVID and post. They did lose a lot of guardrails, a lot of them.
Oh, absolutely. There's no question they did.
And here we are. Jimbo, thanks, my man. You're the best.
Yes, sir.
It's a vicious circle that has no end.
It's the little things. The information you need. People you know. The little things that make a big difference. The voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
In the news, we're hearing a lot about data centers. Just take a listen to what Stacey Garrity has to say.
In very rural Pennsylvania, you have areas that are in the middle of nowhere. What perfect places to put data centers?
That was Stacey Garrity, folks. And it's pretty clear that we should be worried about what she has in mind for us in small towns and rural communities.
48 out of 67 of our counties in Pennsylvania are rural. So there are a lot of areas where you can put data centers.
Ohio's kicking our butt. They have over 192. We have a lot of catching up to do, but you know what? We need to deregulate.
Deregulate data centers? We all know what Stacey Garrity means. No local control, no regulations, higher electric bills. Go to this website, truthaboutgarrity.com. and see for yourself why we can never trust Stacey Garrity to look out for us.
Paid for and authorized by Shapiro for Pennsylvania.
When was the last time you watched your home movies?
Disasters strike unexpectedly. Every year, American families lose the one thing they'd run back into a burning building for, their family's memories. Hi, I'm Nick.
And I'm Adam. We started Legacy Box to help save your family's most important recorded moments so you don't have to worry.
Load Legacy Box with your old movies, film reels, and shoeboxes of photos.
We work our digitizing magic, converting those memories right to the cloud so they're safe and accessible forever.
It's fast, we always send your originals back, and it's done right here in the USA.
Over 1 million families have trusted Legacy Box. Better Homes and Garden, Real Simple, and Inc. magazine are all talking about Legacy Box.
New York Times columnist David Pogue says, have them digitized. I wish I'd done it sooner. Take action. Save your family's memories today with Legacy Box.
Go to legacybox.com/value to get an incredible 50% off your Legacy Box. That's legacybox.com/value for 50% off while supplies last. LegacyBox.com/value.
SchultzFord.com. 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 SchultzFord.com.
KDKA and KDKA FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
It's 64. Skies are mostly cloudy at 11 o'clock. I'm Paul Rasmussen. It is the first day of the 2026-27 academic year for Pittsburgh Public School students in grades 1 through 12. And Superintendent Dr. Wayne Walters was a guest on the Big K Morning Show.
Student outcomes is always our core purpose in our district, but also we want to improve the experiences for our students that they have, and they have access and opportunities for all, not just some.
This is the final first day of school for a few buildings slated for closure or consolidation, such as Spring Hill and Morrow. The Trump administration is set to unveil what it is calling an economic D-Day against Iran, promising the toughest sanctions ever. ABC's Karen Waugh has more.
Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent writing, the sanctions will be the single greatest financial offensive ever marshaled against an adversary, saying the goal is to sever every economic lifeline until Tehran stands alone. Iran responding with its own threats, warning if the economic war continues, not a single drop of oil will be exported through the Strait of Hormuz.
Today's White House news conference on the new sanctions is scheduled at 1 p.m. The trade war with Canada escalated over the weekend as the U.S. imposed 50% tariffs on some Canadian goods after negotiators failed to reach a trade deal. ABC's Elizabeth Schulze has that.
Oil and gas products not included in these tariffs at a time when, we've already got high gas prices. But this is an escalation. President Trump is using an authority to impose these tariffs that has very rarely been used before. It dates back to the Great Depression. And almost right away, we saw Canada say they will impose their own dollar-for-dollar tariffs that will take effect next month, September 8th.
Gas prices shot up 15 cents in the last week. AAA says the average in Pittsburgh is now $4.36 a gallon. That's up from $4.21 a week ago. Pittsburgh Regional Transit is seeing its highest ridership in 6 years, with gains across much of the system. News Radio KDKA's Tamira Rush has details.
PRT says more than 39 million trips were recorded across the system in fiscal year 2026, up 5% from the previous year. Bus ridership increased 5%, while rail was up 8%. And in June, average weekday ridership climbed nearly 10% compared with last year, with increases on 74 of the system's 99 routes. Tamira Rush, News Radio KDKA.
On Wall Street, the Dow is up 121 points right now. Now, the S&P down 23 points, and the NASDAQ is down 168. Peters Township High School is at the top of this year's rankings of the best high schools in the Pittsburgh region. U.S. News and World Report rates schools on metrics like assessment scores, graduation rates, and how well graduates are prepared for college. High schools in Upper St. Clair, South Fayette, Mount Lebanon, and Cannon-McMillan round out the top 5. Canadian rock band Triumph is adding 16 shows to its tour, and Pittsburgh is on the list. The group will perform at the Peterson Event Center on Sunday, November 22nd. Tickets for the Triumph concert will go on sale this Thursday at livenation.com. KDKA Sports, the Pirates' West Coast trip moves to San Diego tonight. Braxton Ashcraft will start for the Bucks, and the first pitch is at 9:40 p.m. The news is brought to you by PJ Fitzpatrick. Need a new roof or just want to repair a small leak? Trust PJ.com. KDKA Radio News Time, 11:03. It's 64 and cloudy in Pittsburgh. AAA traffic and AccuWeather next.
Hey, folks, Marty here with my friend Harold Shepley. I have so many people calling, feeling totally overwhelmed with all of their expenses. What are your recommendations?
Well, first of all, you don't want to get totally overwhelmed. I know you're getting hit from all different directions, but you want to keep your focus on your necessities, your gas, your electric, your home. Focus on those and then call into my law firm for a solution.
Don't hide. Seek advice.
Absolutely.
That's where you get it. Harold Shepley, ShepleyLaw.com.
A true spa bathroom isn't just about water pressure. It's about the view. Make your shower the crown jewel of your home with a custom frameless glass enclosure from Boulevard Glass and Metal. Check out their easy, hassle-free quote request at boulevardglassandmetal.com. Simply pick a layout, answer a few questions, and send it. They'll get back to you with a price. Or call 412-621-1799. See the difference at boulevardglassandmetal.com.
So, at Monroeville Physical, spelled F-Y-Z-I-C-A-L. They help people move with less pain and more confidence. I've seen it. In fact, Physical has helped Pittsburgh get back on its feet with confidence through personalized one-to-one physical therapy and advanced balance treatment. It's amazing. The therapists use leading technology and customized care plans, focus on balance, neuropathy, and pain relief. You get back to doing the things you love safely and confidently. Call Monroeville Physical, 412-457-8200, 412-457-8200. From the P.J. Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. Ellen, what's up?
What's up, Marty? Things are moving pretty well around the commute, so no major accidents or problems, and for that matter, no major delays in your way. However, we do have still a lot of construction season happening out there and some new projects beginning even today, and it looks like weather certainly will permit for crews to be doing work. This is for some gas main replacement work, and this is happening for you in Coriopolis Borough and in Moon Township, Allegheny County, so a single alternating lane of traffic awaits you with the flag crew helping you to get through the scene on Route 51 between Carina Lane and Robert Street. Crews will work there daily, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. through late October, but there will be no restrictions in place around the Labor Day holiday weekend, so good news there. With AAA Traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
The rest of today will be cool for late August with a mix of sun and clouds and a high of 71. Partly cloudy tonight of 58. Partly sunny tomorrow, a nice day with a warmer afternoon, the high 77. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Have an issue in your community? Talk about it now with Marty Griffin. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
I'm going to get into something that really irritates me, and this has a lot to do with the South Side. I have 2 girls at Pitt. Okay? One of them's 21, so it's irrelevant, but it was relevant until she turned 21. The other one is 18, and so it is relevant. They and all their friends, all of them, every single one, have fake IDs. All of them. All of them go to about 10 bars in Pittsburgh. And all of them accept fake IDs. All of them. And I'll tell you what irritates the hell out of me, and I didn't learn this until I started asking. These fake IDs, they were like $80. They used to be $500, which is weird. And they're insane. My boy, Sergeant Robinson, kind of runs the South Side law enforcement. He has 300 of them, fake IDs. Here's what irritates the hell out of me, and I'm going to tell you this, and then I'm going to play this Apala thing, and we're going to talk about this Capo bar. These annoying jagoffs. All of these fake IDs scan. So what's my point? You go in and there's this big burly bouncer. He says, let me see your ID. He scans it and it goes through some scanner and the scanner says it's okay. Why? Why is that when it's not okay? No, seriously, why? And so I ask that. And how do I know this? My daughter and all of her friends, let's say 12 of them, went on some bar crawl last week, some sorority silliness. And 10 of them had fake IDs. They all went to the same bar, and they all went past the scanner. Well, what's the point of the scanner if the scanners suck? I blame this on the LCB and the state, jagoffs. You know the scanners suck. You know they don't read real data. Those damn scanners should lock that license into a database in Harrisburg and say, this is not real. Boom, done. I'll tell you right now, this goofy Don, take the fake ID off your 18-year-old. Yeah, that'll help. That'll help, Don. One cop has 375 of them, goof. Goof. People are goofy, man. One bar, 12 girls, 10 fake IDs, they all got in. And the state knows this. They're not stupid. I want you to listen. In Capo, my daughter last night, she's 21. She literally said to me, I'm not going to go to Capo anymore. It's a teen bar. A teen bar. Jagoffs. Listen to this interview with Zapala on, was that Friday? Yeah, Friday. Listen. You have a lot of concerns about how they're running their business, don't you, sir?
Yes, I do, and they do cater to a younger crowd.
Yep.
And in fact, some of their practices just don't make sense to me, but they're encouraging younger people to be there. I'm just concerned.
Hold on,
Marty,
pause that real quick. Pause that. Wow, he is so spot on right there. I had no idea. I'm out of touch on the younger bar. Either the bar's 21 years old or it's not. They're not allowed to have a younger crowd. It's against the law, Steve. And I didn't know till this interview that all these goofy kids pay $80 for the fake IDs and they scan through. These idiot bouncers know it and they let it continue. This is Capo. Listen.
Get themselves jammed up on some, relatively minor matter like public and talks, or they use a fake ID. Man, that stuff can jam you up for the rest of your life. And we don't want to hurt. We don't want to hurt these children. We just want them to be aware of your surroundings. And if you're going to go into areas like that, please be very careful.
Are you going to give them a 611, sir? Shut them down.
I've directed my people to prepare the petition. I'll review it sometime today. We'll probably file today, and then I'm encouraging a meeting with the owners before a judge gets and takes the case and starts moving the docket.
But I could tell by your tone that you were deeply concerned about this young lady that was in there, and then you see a man carrying her drunk and he rapes her in a parking lot. That had to really set you off, Steve.
Well, of course, these are allegations that have been made, and that person is innocent until they're proven guilty. But it is on video, and yeah, the conduct of the bar really does concern me, and I think that was the last straw for my guys.
Is this the key to settling down the South Side, shutting down these nuisance bars, sir?
No, I think what we have to do, Marty, is we have to sit down with the business community like we did a couple of years ago and just talk to them. And LCE practically lives on Carson Street. I mean, they're really, really diligent. And they're very good at what they do, but they're down there watching these guys. Some of these bars, like I think Capo's, cannot be made safe, and that's part of the problem I have with that establishment. The other people, they're not so much interfering with the privacy of the residential community down there, as much as they are creating, an atmosphere that can't be controlled. I don't want to speak for the chief of police with the city, but it seems like they create an atmosphere that's very difficult to control.
That's enough. It's a public nuisance. Regarding what he said about the LCB, they may be down there all the time, but they know that these jagoffs are using scanners that aren't efficient. They lie about the fact that what the hell does that mean when a fake ID scans through? Let me tell you this. If I try to get into the Super Bowl with fake tickets, I'm going to jail. Huh. Ask my boy Ticket Nick. If I try to get into the Masters with a fake pass, I'm going down. Fast. These goofy bars, now my boy telling me that teenagers from high school are going to these clubs with fake IDs. At some point, there has to be adult accountability. Because teens will drink. They will. Teens will go out. And if there's a fake ID that gets them past a scan, I would have gotten the fake ID. Brief story from when I was growing up. I was 16. Topless bar. Liberty Avenue, downtown. Bunch of Central Catholic football players in a car. We went to the topless bar. There was this is right on Liberty Avenue when there were still prostitutes walking the streets there. The old fart working the front door said, boys, you got some ID. We showed them our Central Catholic IDs. He said, go on in, fellas. That was stupid. That was lazy. We're 30 years later here, kids. 30 plus. Shut down the damn bars. And if you don't have a scanner that reads a fake ID, then get a new friggin' scanner. This all comes back to myself and Steve Zappala in our conversation. Hold these criminal bars accountable. Make them buy $5,000 scanners, because they do have them, that work. Try and get a fake ID past TSA at the airport. That's true, Marty. If they can do it in the airport, they can do it in Oakland. Which leads to my next point. Now I'm told these capo idiots that own this horrible bar that's a nuisance are going to buy the Panther Pit. Maybe the dumpiest, most violated bar in history of Pittsburgh. All they ever did was break the law. So they were finally shut down. And now I'm told Capo is going in there. Isn't that special? Disgusting. Cigarette, man. Yeah, I'm hacked off about this. From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. Ellen, what's up?
What's up, Marty? We have a pretty good ride for folks as they are heading out and about right now, so it does give us a chance to talk about where you have around-the-clock road closure, and this one's new, so everybody's just getting used to this one today. It's in Wilkins Township and Monroeville on Thompson Run Road. It is now closed until about 2 in the afternoon on Wednesday, the 26th, and this is a closure for you between Rodi Road and Larimer Avenue, and then the intersection with Northern Pike. For debris removal, they have to do some road patching and some other work there. There is a posted detour for you in the meantime, so do leave extra time to get around that. With AAA Traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM at AM 1020 KDKA.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
In retirement, there's only two things that matter: income and growing your money. You don't spend a portfolio, you spend reliable, predictable cash flow month after month. I'm Brian Quaranta at Secure Money Advisors. We specialize in retirement income strategies built to help protect what you've earned and turn savings into sustainable income. As a fiduciary, our job is to make sure that you don't run out of money and you've got a strategy to keep pace with inflation. To learn more, claim your copy of my complimentary book, Right Track Your Retirement, at righttrackpittsburgh.com, where your retirement journey begins on the right track.
Orange Slices is brought to you by FanDuel. Baseball fans, think you know who's hitting a homer today? Well, FanDuel is giving you a free chance to call your shot with daily dingers. Joining the action is easy. Just make your free pick on who's hitting a home run in their game, and if you're right, you'll get a profit boost to use on your next bet for a chance at extra winnings. You've got nothing to lose and a lot to gain. And don't forget, you can make a free pick every day during the MLB season. It's just another reason why FanDuel is the home for home runs. So are you ready to play your game today? Join all the action on FanDuel.com. That's FanDuel.com to play daily dingers and make your free pick on who's hitting a homer. Play ball and swing for the fences on FanDuel, an official partner of the MLB. 21 and over, select state. Kansas in affiliation with Kansas Star Casino. 18 and over in D.C., Kentucky, and Wyoming. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or 1-800-MY-RESET. In Connecticut, call 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat. In Maryland, visit mdgamblinghelp.org. In Massachusetts, visit gamblinghelplinema.org or call 1-800-327-5050. In New York, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. And listen to Orange Slices, sponsored by FanDuel Predicts, wherever you get your podcasts.
I spoke to John Perry with Perry Calder Law Firm yesterday. JP said they have doctors on their staff to investigate medical malpractice cases. Your case, doctors on the staff. They've had some of the best results in America in terms of lawsuits won and settled. AI, they've got it. Attorney intelligence. Perry Calder, 412-281-4600. 4200. 412-281-4200. Give him a call.
Hey, that water damage, it doesn't stop when the rain ends. It keeps soaking, spreading, creating bigger problems the longer that it sits around. Service Master Greater Pittsburgh, available day or night to dry, clean, and restore your property before the damage gets worse. You don't want to wait. 412-RECOVER. Service Master Greater Pittsburgh. That number again, real simple, 412-RECOVER.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
This report brought to you by Duke's Mayonnaise.
This is the Duke's Country Song. It's a song about the best mayo. Has a yellow lid, and its full name is Duke's Mayonnaise. Get Duke's Mayo in store. It's got twang.
Make 380 Auction of Murraysville your next stop for all of your gardening needs. Great prices on vegetables and flowers. 380 Auction has name brand furniture, tools, automotive supplies, pet supplies, lawn and garden, toys, food, and new items arriving daily. 380 Auction is open Tuesday through Sunday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 724-339-3132. That's 724-339-3132. Or log on to shop380.com and save.
Retirement. It's almost here. Are you ready? Join Beth Andrews of Net Worth Advisors for the Net Worth Financial Hour. Let Beth help you plan for your retirement dreams. Don't miss the Net Worth Financial Hour every Saturday afternoon at 1. Net Worth Advisors, LLC is a registered investment advisor.
Back to savings at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Get a free MicroGuard Select oil filter when you buy 5 quarts of Syntec Full Synthetic Motor Oil. Limit supply.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
How do airplanes fly? What's in this box? What does this thing do?
Kids are curious about everything, including guns. Learn how to store your gun securely and make your home safer at endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by End Family Fire, Brady, and the Ad Council.
What do you do when the power goes out? For an hour, a day, a week? How long can you go without light, heat, your refrigerator? How long before pipes burst, food goes bad? With a Generac home standby generator from Generator Supercenter of Pittsburgh, when your power is out, your Generac is on. It's that simple. Generator Supercenter of Pittsburgh always has generators in stock and technicians that can install and maintain them. Visit GeneratorSupercenterofPittsburgh.com to get started.
Right here, futures are being built. Ambition isn't a concept, it's a first step towards something bigger. Education goes beyond academics. That's the Penn West way. Here, student support is common sense, and the path forward is yours to own. But you'll take it on together, to build, to live, to grow. Not someday, not somewhere, right here, right now. The future isn't distant. It's possible. It's achievable. It's yours. Right here, within reach. Learn more at pennwest.edu.
UPMC, life-saving, life-changing medicine.
Everything you need, every time you listen. 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
It was all fun and games when I was 16. We're using stupid, idiotic, Central Catholic IDs to get into old smoke-filled burlesque bars on Liberty Avenue. Now it's not funny. It just isn't. It really became tragic when this poor girl was overserved. Sorry, I'm finishing a peanut butter thing. Sorry. And she passed out, and the guy carried out and raped her in a parking lot. Then it became tragic. I can only imagine what the hell would happen if it happened to one of your kids. And they do it with impunity. The fake ID thing annoys the crap out of me, by the way. To my point, go ahead. Go ahead. Get your little teen to try and use their fake ID at TSA at the airport. See what happens. Ask, go to jail. Go ahead. Try and get in the Super Bowl. Or the Masters. With your little cheap-ass fake ID. But somehow, as a culture, we're okay with all of our kids and all their friends getting hammered at these grimy, slimy bars where a girl was raped and almost died, who was overserved. And I hope someone sues the crap out of them. And now, the word we're hearing is that he's going to shut down in the South Side and move to the Panther Pit. I don't know if Patrick recalls this, but Patrick, there is not a bar in Oakland that's had more violations than the Panther Pit. It was a grimy scumbag, low life, let anyone in, get drunk till you pass out and throw up bar. And now we're going to get this. It's ridiculous. It's obnoxious. Hey, Patrick, to my point, because you are a tech guy, they could check the IDs, for real scan the IDs. Could they not, sir?
Well, I did some quick research on that. They should pay closer attention to them, but it's about the data. When they run those scanners, if they're scanning someone's stolen information or someone's bought information, real data comes through, and that's why those things get scanned and approved.
Okay, well, it doesn't go that way at the airport, Patrick. If TSA can do it, they can do it. It's bull crap. Ridiculous. It makes absolutely no sense. I mean, I didn't know this, Patrick. You probably had more of a tie into this in terms of understanding this. That my daughter, 12 of them went to Capo, and 10 of them had fake IDs, and they all got through. And how about this?
Oh, I
Patrick,
believe it.
How about this? In some of the clubs where they take the fake ID, they sell them back. These grimy, slobby bouncers sell them back to the kids for $50, which is also illegal.
That's absolutely ridiculous.
Come on, man.
That right there, that ticks me off. I mean, I have friends in high school. We did the stupid things too. We would go to nightclubs in different towns, and one guy would hand an ID. He'd show it to the bouncer, then hand it to the person behind you, and 4 of you get in with the same ID, and the 5th one gets busted.
Times have changed, and now people are dying, and a lot of people have been shot and stabbed in the Strip, and I'm sorry, on the South Side. If we're really concerned as parents and as community leaders about safety on the South Side, they should, number one, tell these clowns, you get a scanner that works or we're shutting you down today. That's what I would do. But until I hear that they're doing that, I don't believe they're trying to do the right thing. Because if 12 girls can go to a club and 10 of them have fake IDs and they all get in, the club knows they have fake IDs. You know they know, Patrick. You know they know this, right?
Oh, they do, and their scapegoat way around it is, oh, well, it cleared the scanner, so it's not on us.
I asked the man himself, Robinson. He said the good scanners are $5,000. I would make that part of their. If you don't buy the good scanner, you don't open. That's what I would do. That's what I would say. Wow, folks, it's Marty. Can you believe it's almost the end of summer? Wow, starting football, it's getting chilly, all that stuff. You know what you need on your to-do list? Windows. Right now, Universal Windows Direct. Buy 4 windows. You get 4 windows free. Wow. 48 months, 0% financing. Same as cash. Universal Windows Direct. 412-545-6003. Do it now, folks.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. From the Aetna Medicare studio.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
64 with cloudy skies at 11:30. I'm Paul Rasmussen. The Allegheny County Health Department is spraying 6 neighborhoods this week after positive tests for West Nile virus. Areas being treated include Hazelwood, Carrick, Mount Oliver, Beltsuber, Knoxville, and Mount Washington. This spraying is scheduled on Wednesday night from 8 to 11 p.m. A body was found in the Mon River Sunday afternoon. Allegheny County Police say a man's remains were removed from the river in the Braddock area around 3:30 p.m. Officials say there were no signs of trauma. A Beaver County family is looking for new housing after lightning split a tree in half during Saturday's severe thunderstorm. One section of the tree fell onto their trailer home in Prospect. No one was inside at the time, and they do not have an insurance coverage. The trailer sustained enough damage that they're now looking for a new residence. A friend of that family has set up a GoFundMe page with a goal of $9,000. A familiar figure is returning to Grove City College this fall. News Radio KDKA's Rob Taylor has that story.
Former Vice President Mike Pence will return for a 3rd year in his role as a distinguished visiting fellow for the Center for Faith and Public Life at Grove City College. In a statement by Grove City College, Pence has taught political science courses on faith and public life, led seminars and mentored students, and has provided leadership through the Center for Faith and Public Life. The center encourages the expression and influence of Christian faith in American society. Grove City College President Bradley Lingo said that Pence has become, quote, a valued member of the Grove City College community through the wisdom, encouragement, and personal investment he brings to the students. Rob Taylor, News Radio, KDKA.
On Wall Street, the Dow is up 157 points, the S&P down 21, and the NASDAQ is down 119 points. KDKA Radio News Time, 11:32. Our next update at noon on the Voice of Pittsburgh, News Radio, KDKA.
And Doug. Limu and I created a trick to help you remember that you can customize your car insurance and save with Liberty Mutual. You see, the shirts Limu and I wear are yellow, and yellow is the color of lemons. And lemons grow on trees, and trees provide oxygen. And oxygen helps us breathe, and breathing is how you live. And you can live more life when you save money by customizing your car insurance. I agree, Limu. It's really quite simple. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Join Family House for one of Pittsburgh's favorite fall traditions, the 43rd Annual Family House Polo Match, presented by FNB Corporation. Enjoy an unforgettable afternoon of professional polo, great food and drinks, live music, shopping, and family fun, all while supporting families with loved ones receiving medical care. Every ticket helps provide comfort, hope, and a home away from home. Get tickets today at familyhouse.org, bringing Pittsburgh together for families facing medical journeys.
Slot in some me time with the Hollywood Casino app. Get ready to immerse yourself in all your favorite casino games, including over 2,000 slots, tables, and live dealers. Spin into daily cash jackpots where you could join thousands of other winners. The casino floor is now at your fingertips. Right now, new players can get 300 bonus spins and up to $500 back in casino credits. Take a moment. Take a holiday. Hollywood Casino. Download and play today. Must be 21 and over. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or MyReset.
I'm not one to say I told you so, but I switched to Pure Talk over a year ago, and ever since, I've been telling people there's no better wireless company out there. Well, a few months ago, a massive survey was conducted. 123,000 people were asked to rate their wireless carrier in 4 categories: coverage, support, data, and overall value. Well, the results are in. Guess which wireless company was the only wireless company to get 5 stars in every category? Yeah, Pure Talk. 5 stars, every category. To celebrate, Pure Talk is offering the first 3 months of any plan for just $15 a month, including their top-tier unlimited plan. No contract, no commitment, just a very inexpensive way to test drive the only American wireless company with 5 stars in every category. Just dial pound 250, say micro, and Pure Talk's U.S. customer service will take it from there. Again, pound 250 micro. And yes, I told you so.
There's a classic saying that says there is no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs. This is Dr. Shufo from the Weight Loss and Wellness Center. I may not have an elevator to successful weight loss, but I do have an escalator. I have supplements that take away your cravings, strategies that speed up your weight loss, and you have me. I will motivate you, lift you up, and tell you exactly what to eat. Do it now while the weather is gorgeous and you can fit into smaller summer clothes. Call me at 1-800-900-THIN.
From the Greater Pittsburgh Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. Ellen, what's up?
What's up, Marty, is we still have really decent traffic as far as somebody trying to make the commute. Right now, it's rolling well in a lot of areas. No major accidents or problems on our screens here, so we get to share with you where some new construction projects or road work is kicking into gear. This one started today, and this is through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. each day. Heads up as you're trying to travel around 579, Interstate 579 downtown, Crosstown Boulevard. Some traffic shifts and shoulder restrictions will happen near the off-ramps to Bigelow Boulevard, also the ramps to the Veterans Bridge to and from 579, also from the 7th Avenue ramp to 579, and also as you're trying to exit around the PPG Paints Arena, Center Avenue off-ramps, and then heading toward the Parkway East 376 Oakland off-ramps. With AAA Traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
The rest of today will be cool for late August with a mix of sun and clouds and a high just 71. Partly cloudy tonight, though 58. Tomorrow, partly sunny and pleasant and a bit warmer in the afternoon, high 77. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
Tune in to the next America at Night with me, Graham Milhaven. We have the unbelievable true story of a man who was on a Christian ministry in the middle of the Amazon rainforest. Wait till you hear this true story. Plus, we'll check out all the news with Scott McFarland on Monday. It's America at Night with me, Graham Milhaven. Don't miss it. Tonight at 10 on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
I want to grab this call on fake IDs before I get to what's been happening with the weather and my man Carlos. David, go ahead, man.
Hey, Marty, love you, brother. You sound good.
Thank you.
Hey, you and I both know that there are bad people in the world.
Right.
And I went one time to the Kentucky Derby, and there was a guy that had a legitimate business, and he would give people on a fake ID because the bartenders would ask them, when did you graduate high school? And they couldn't do the math to figure it out, and then he goes, you guys are out of here.
Too stupid.
What's that?
You understand, though, because I'm sitting here with Carlos, and we both went to Central, and we all laugh about, ha-ha, we had fake IDs, ha-ha-ha. But now you got kids being overserved and dying. You got girls being slipped roofies into a glass. This crap needs to stop, doesn't it, David?
Oh, it definitely does. There's evil people in the world, and
That's
they
right.
just got a person that wants to have a legitimate business has to watch his
Right
back.
on.
But there's dirty people all over the place.
Oh, no,
and I'm sick of it too, Marty.
Oh, no, it's true. And it's a wonderful call. Hey, man, their IDs, and like Patrick said, so these IDs, the fake ones, they scan back to information. But I'm telling you right now, and Carlos, one of my boys sitting here, you know what I'm talking about with the fake IDs, because we both went to Central. We both went through this whole crap, didn't we?
Yeah, I mean, growing up in Greenfield, we used to go over to Homestead. There was a couple bars over there. I think one was called the Sunrise or Sunset or something.
Yeah.
And we were 16, 17 getting in there. And then my freshman year up at Bethany, the kid in the room next to me, he made fake IDs. All my buddies from Greenfield drove up and got them. And I don't know, like we said earlier, it was just a different time back then, you know. And I don't know, maybe it was because we didn't have kids and not as, like, involved in it, but
I don't think we had fentanyl mixed with.
That's what I'm saying.
Coke
like,
and
so much different times right now, and you worry about so many things in today's society, and just it wasn't like that back then. It really wasn't.
My father, and you know this because this is old school stuff. My father and his buddies had a table in a bar in East Liberty when they were 13 years old, smoking cigarettes, drinking beer. Okay. But I don't want, and you don't want, your 13-year-old in a bar smoking cigarettes right now and drinking, do you, right now?
No, not at 13. But,
right.
I mean, it's always going to happen in high school. It's always going to be there. The kids are always going to party. You know, they go and still in the Frick Park and drink on the weekends. And it's just something that's going to happen. But you don't, it's dangerous when you're in a different environment, like a bar. And
right on.
You can't,
and the girls.
The surroundings, you can't really control all the variables in there.
Hey, my daughters are both in sororities, and I got into this before. They went to a frat party. This is a true damn story because I called the police on it. This is a party on campus of Carnegie Mellon with the big brain Carnegie Mellon boys. And the beauty of my daughter's sororities, they always have 3 chaperones. In case something happens, they get you home, and those girls can't drink.
Yeah.
Which is brilliant. We wouldn't have done that. We would just all acted like idiots. 5 of the girls were given roofies, which is a drug that morons give to women to pass out, and then they have sex with them, right?
Yeah, I can't believe that. That's dangerous, especially at CMU.
I called the police chief on that. I absolutely did. I called, and he said, let's go. I'll take them all down. The girls were afraid to testify.
Yeah, I mean, they'll be labeled and have to go through their whole college days over there.
But this is the
social
drama that we
media.
live with now with our kids, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Versus when we grew up. I digress, but I'm so glad you're here because we kind of lived those moments together growing up. I needed to ask you about, Carlos and I have been friends forever, and we met because he helps people, and we met because he gives a damn. But what's happening in your business, in any business associated with the weather, is bizarre. Like, my man, for a living, you cut up and take down dangerous trees. But what you're watching as a guy that kind of lives off of the play of the weather is extraordinary, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, the last few years, the last 2 years especially, and it's just one storm after another. We just had another one this weekend. Seems like as soon as we get caught up from one, another one hits. And look, it's good for me. It's good for business. But there's a lot involved in it. It's changing the landscape of our area. I mean, how many more trees can come down before? I think that's why, the wind has a better path because so many trees have come down. So I'm sure there'll be studies about it. That's a little above my pay grade, but we're out there, in the middle of the night taking trees off of houses. We had one crash through a car the other day. Thank God no one was in it. It was parked in the driveway.
Oh, it was? Okay.
Yeah. So through garages, through fences, over streets. I had one come down in front of my house in Overbrook the other day. It was a tree from a cemetery across the street from me, and it took out our power lines. And I gave Duquesne Light a lot of credit there. It was a Sunday. They came out and assessed it. And I didn't make any preferential calls. I got some people at Duquesne Light I could have called. And I had my power back on by 10 o'clock that night. So they did a great job. And it wasn't a huge storm where they got inundated. And, sometimes they get a bad rap. But those guys are out there, too, man. They're out there like us.
It's dangerous as
those
hell.
guys, the volunteer fire departments in these communities.
But you have seen a dramatic shift, haven't you?
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing tree work for over 30 years, and I don't remember, I would just say, let's call it the last 5 years.
Okay.
The storms, how violent they are, how often they are, how unpredictable. You're seeing this weather come across most of the times Ohio, and it's either slowing down or gathering force. You really don't know which way to go with it, and the forecast is only that. It's just a forecast. You still have to sit there and wait and see what happens.
So last night, I'm so glad you came in today. It's kind of serendipitous. I wanted to mention this to you. I get up at like 4 o'clock. And so my wife knows that I'm working out probably at the latest 5:30 because I read the papers and whatever. Who cares? About 5 a.m., the loudest snap, boom, crash to the ground you ever heard. And this is happening all over these old neighborhoods like mine, with these old massive trees like my neighborhood, where the ground is now wet as blank, right, my man? And these are massive, creating massive damage, doesn't it, sir?
Yes, I mean, it's almost a perfect storm right now. The amount of rain we get and how soft the ground is, the age of these trees, the size of these trees, your neighborhood, those houses are close to 100 years old over there, right? So all those oak trees that line those streets, they were planted. They're called yard trees. And they have a shelf life, which is usually 70 to 100 years. Yeah, they don't live forever. Out in the forest, they live for hundreds of years because they're protected.
I see.
When they're exposed, like in these yards and along the streets through Mount Lebanon, you know, they're just time bombs waiting to come down.
Crazy.
And you're living by like a constant threat over your house, and people get complacent, you know, and you say, oh, I love this tree. I bought this house because of this tree. Well, wait till the tree crushes your house. Wait till it comes through your window. We had one come down in Penn Hills off a hillside oak tree, and it hit the back of this guy's house. It went through the roof and into the bed of his son that was sleeping there. It was impaled right between his legs.
Can you hang, man? Can you hang for a minute? It's crazy stuff. We'll be back. From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. Ellen, what's up?
All right, Marty, what's up is we're getting reports of an accident at the Triborough Expressway down in East Pittsburgh Borough near the intersection with Braddock Avenue. So do watch out for crews who are headed to the scene there. Not an accident, but some slide repair work is causing a detour for you in Plum Borough. This one kicked off today on Halton Road, Route 2058. So around 7 this morning, they closed Halton Road between Eastern Avenue and Morath Lane, and that's around the clock closure through Friday, September 18th. There is a posted detour for you. Please do leave extra travel time as you head in that direction. With AAA Traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Listen to the Marty Griffin Show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Strong communities are built by skilled hands, hands belonging to Pennsylvania laborers. From highways and bridges to schools, hospitals, and energy projects, union laborers are trained, certified, and committed to getting the job done. The Pennsylvania Laborers District Council is building careers with outstanding training, family-supporting wages, excellent benefits, and a safer future for workers across the Commonwealth. Love them. When quality matters, build with union laborers. Learn more about the Pennsylvania Laborers District Council and the professionals who are building every day.
Summer air should feel fresh, not full of dust, allergens, and whatever winter left behind in your vents. Your air ducts are the lungs of your home, and if they're dirty, you're breathing it every day. That's where Zero Res comes in, backed by thousands of Google reviews and a 4.9 rating. This month only, take $100 off your air duct cleaning. That's cleaner air, better efficiency, and a fresher home guaranteed. Call 412-701-1188 or visit ZeroResPGH.com and ask for the KDKA special.
It's time to get everything you need for the job from one partner. No more juggling vendors. We've got your entire job supply covered. Supply the entire job with job lot quantities of everything you need, from flooring to roofing, with access to thousands of products not available in stores. More products mean more colors, sizes, and finishes, so you can get exactly what you need to get the job done. Learn more at the Pro Desk, the Home Depot Pro. It's about time.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand, so shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
While you sleep, There are people you've never met who are working hard to make your morning. People who get up at ungodly hours to make sure you get the information you want. People who dedicate their lives to make yours better while you sleep. These people come together during the Big K Morning Show with Larry Richert, 5:30 to 10 in the morning, to make sure you have the best news, traffic, and weather to start your day. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Marty here for Salem's Market and Grill in the Strip. Last time, when I mentioned how delicious the hamburgers are at Salem's, I left out the best part. It's about their crispy French fries. They won't make it out of the parking lot. And you got to check out their meat selection. I'm serious. Their butchers cut to order steaks, lamb, chicken, all locally sourced. SalemsMarket.com, 2923 Penn Avenue in the Strip. Trust me, it's worth the trip to Salem's. Free parking, too.
Are you turning 65 and have questions about Medicare? Aetna has Medicare Advantage plans that include prescription drug coverage in Pennsylvania with a $0 monthly plan premium. Plus, the plans include benefits like dental, vision, and hearing. You may also qualify for a monthly credit toward your Part B premium. Call Aetna today at 1-888-76-AETNA to learn more.
Aetna Medicare is an HMO PPO plan with a Medicare contract. Our D-SNPs also have contracts with state Medicaid programs. Enrollment in our plans depends on contract renewal. Plan features and availability may vary by service area.
Your line just went down. Production stopped. A supervisor wants answers. And someone's digging through a binder for the maintenance history. Every one of those minutes costs money. And most of the time, that breakdown could have been prevented. That's where Maintain X comes in. Maintain X catches the failure before it happens. Preventive maintenance plans on every key asset to improve reliability. Work orders assigned and tracked right from your phone. Everyone from the floor to the front office is in the loop. Real-time dashboards give managers instant visibility into what's been completed, what's overdue, and where the bottlenecks are. No more guesswork. Just a smarter, faster maintenance operation. Companies on Maintain X have cut unplanned downtime by over 30% and saved thousands on parts and labor every year. See what it can do for your operation. Try Maintain X free at maintainx.com.
And now for a business news update from the Pittsburgh Business Times. I'm managing editor Mike Larson. S&T Bank is heading into the final innings of the development and renovation of its new North Shore space, as it currently targets completion for late first quarter of 2027, evidenced by putting its brand on the building. It's a major step for the community bank that's been increasing its presence in Pittsburgh during the past few years, including by strategically adding more retail branches in key neighborhoods. S&T confirmed in January it was relocating its loan production office that had opened in 2016 to larger space at 1 North Shore Center located on 12 Federal Street. Also, recent construction at a site that once housed a Max and Irma's restaurant is just the tip of a major mixed-use development iceberg in the South Hills. Meet Cochrane Commons, a retail office residential multi-phase project on a 12-acre property at 1910 Cochrane Road bordered by Green Tree Road. It's a heavily traveled area, dense with retail and restaurants and various businesses. Previously known as Manor Oak, the rebranded Cochrane Commons has been fairly quiet. Its first phase, a full renovation of a 150,000 square foot office tower at 151 Rossler Road, was completed more than a year ago, and leasing activity continues at the office building. For more on these stories and other local business news, log on to pittsburghbusinesstimes.com.
He's live, he's local, he's Marty Griffin. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Sitting here with my boy Carlos from Greater Pitt Tree Service. I tell people how we met, and this is why we're still friends. It's at least 15 years. My sister lived down the street from this house in the North Hills. And you could tell it's kind of run down. You can tell if someone has money. I'm not trying to be a jerk. You can tell they don't keep up their house. There was a massive tree massive in the front yard. It just laid there, man. And because I'm a goof, I put a note on the front door. And I said, let me help you get rid of this tree. Call me. I did. And the poor guy, his whole family was dead. He worked at 7-Eleven. You remember this?
Anthony, yeah. He worked at the BP on McKnight Road.
Yeah. So
I saw him in there afterwards.
Makes like $8 an hour.
Yeah.
Not picking on him. I'm just telling you the truth.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
And so Carlos Louis says, I know him from a hole in a tree. He says, I'll do it. Swear to God. He brings this insane crew with cranes and ladders and trucks, and was that a $20,000 tree job?
Yeah, I would have been close to 20 on that. And the frustrating part of that was one that his homeowner's insurance should have stepped in and covered.
Right on.
But anyways, I'm glad they didn't, because that's how we hooked up. And
but hold on, this is about you, though. This is your DNA. You can't help yourself but help people.
I love helping people, and I got a great platform. I got a great service that's in demand out there, and it shouldn't be a money thing that people can't get something done like that. You know, there's got to be, when you're doing well, and if you don't give back, shame on you. And it's just the way I was raised.
Feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah, how I was brought up. My mom was very generous. I was raised Catholic, raised in a neighborhood where we all helped each other. We pitched in and helped. And now in business, you know, it's we did that jobs free of charge for World War II veterans for over 10 years. I mean, we did hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Those guys are so cute
in
too.
Jobs.
They would
free
cry.
of charge.
They would cry.
It was the best. Hearing their stories and meeting their families. That generation, those were the guys that didn't put their hands out. And I really enjoy helping people like that. So I miss that, because there's not too many World War II veterans left anymore.
God bless them, man.
But, I mean, something happens a couple days a week that I try to help somebody and, you know, help out here and there, see somebody on the side of the road broke down, or I changed a tire one day for this realtor, and we became friends, and she gives me all her tree work at the houses she sells. So
it works out.
It feels good to help.
And it balances the idiots that are just jag-offs to you, and I get them all day long.
Yeah.
And I tell people, I put the shades on, ignore the hate, because you can't get caught up in you suck, your trees are too expensive, you're horrible. You got to focus on doing the right thing, don't you, sir?
Yeah, it's a complaint culture out there.
Yeah.
It's frustrating, you know, like there's people won't even let you in when you're out there driving. It's like, come on, man, cut me a break here. So, you know, but we're wired the same, and it's not going to change the way we are and what we do out there.
Right on.
You do a lot of good out there. You've been doing that for a long time, and I was just glad to become a part of the KDKA family.
My man, Carlos, hold on. Ed, jump in here on the underage drinking thing. We've been kind of bouncing around. Go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to remind you, I graduated in 1980 from a high school in Beaver County, and back then, the drinking age was 18 in Ohio and West Virginia. You remember that?
Yes, it was that.
So
I went to Ohio University. It was 18. Yes, I remember.
Yeah, so everybody from Beaver County drove to Chester, West Virginia. All the bars were lined up right over the line. They overcharged you a cover charge, overcharged you for the booze. And every graduating class, it seems somebody got killed driving back drunk from Chester, West Virginia. And then they changed the law to 21, and it didn't make any difference.
No, man.
But that's what we did, and everybody did it.
It doesn't make it right. You know, all the stupid things I did, I don't tell my son. I don't want my son making the idiotic choices I made. I want my son to work hard, to love his mother, to take care of people, and to do the right thing. I'm not going to brag about this idiotic thing I did or this idiotic thing I shouldn't have done.
I heard some stories, man. I've heard stories.
Yeah, I know. But that kind of stuff actually made me a better man.
For sure.
I saw things that most people...
Yeah, and then you want to, you know, step in and do good to offset all the bad.
Right on.
Right? That's what I tell people.
My man Carlos is Greater Pitt Tree Service. It's a pleasure, brother.
Thank you. We'll be at Wolverina Stadium Friday and Saturday for the KDK Kickoff Classic. Central's playing Friday night. Our boys, they got their work cut out for them against this powerhouse from New Jersey, nationally ranked. But we always hold our own.
I sent a text to the coach this morning. I said, football is both magical and football is painful, because the magic is the greatness of being on a team. The pain is young man blows his knee out, probably the best offensive lineman in the state.
Yeah, that was really bad. I was at practice when it happened, and your heart goes out to him. He's a great kid. He's a leader on the field. He's a leader off the field. Just has that presence that people gravitate towards. His family's great. He went to Sacred Heart. You know, he grew up in Point Breeze, lives in Point Breeze, and
he'll be back.
Yeah, just a great kid. Sorry that happened to him, and
My man
Wish him
Carlos.
luck on the next level.
We'll talk, folks.
Thank you.
Hey, folks, it's Marty. This is crazy stuff. I'm with my friend Harold Shepley. With the cost of gas and groceries, is bankruptcy a solution people should consider?
Bankruptcy is definitely a solution, but sometimes you don't have to go to that level of desperation. Oftentimes when you call my law firm, we can assist you with debt negotiation. You can settle your debt for far less with much lower payments.
Very smart thinking. This is the best solution, isn't it?
It is if you can afford it.
ShepleyLaw.com, folks.
SchultzFord.com. 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 SchultzFord.com.
KDKA and KDKA FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
66 and partly cloudy at 12 o'clock. I'm Paul Rasmussen. It's the first day of classes for the largest school district in the region, along with dozens of other districts. Pittsburgh Public School Superintendent Dr. Wayne Walters on the Big K Morning Show.
This year is the senior year's class of 2027, and for our kindergarten students who are starting on Thursday, they will be the class of 2039. So although there's future planning happening, we're still responsible for today.
This morning, Dr. Walters was greeting students as they arrived at Perry High School. Today is what the Trump administration is calling an economic D-Day for Iran. Expanded sanctions are being announced, as we hear from ABC's James Longman.
There has been a U.S. naval blockade in place for some time now, stopping these shadow tankers from being able to get in and out of Iranian ports and trade Iranian oil. But Iran still does manage to trade a lot of oil overland and through other means. And so what the Treasury and the White House wants to do is to penalize countries that buy this oil. That is China, India, Turkey primarily.
Details on the new sanctions are expected during a 1 p.m. White House news conference. President Trump also threatening to increase tariffs to 50% on imports of all cars and trucks made in Canada, along with auto parts and steel. This comes after the U.S. hiked tariffs on about $20 billion worth of Canadian products over the weekend. Trade Representative Jamison Greer.
I think this is a little bit of a tempest in a teapot. The tariffs went into place over the weekend, which we warned about for a long time. They only cover about 5% of Canadian trade and only 0.06% of U.S. overall consumption.
Gas prices shot up 15 cents in the last week here in Pittsburgh. AAA says the average is now $4.36 a gallon. That's up from $4.21 a week ago. Zone 5 police and firefighters are back in East Liberty in a newly remodeled building. And News Radio KDK's Tamira Rush has the story.
Public Safety Director Sheldon Williams says the goal is to make public safety more accessible to the people they serve.
This represents an opportunity central to this area where individuals can have direct accessibility, but it also follows the philosophy and the work habits of even our own mayor. He chooses and works hard to make sure that he is accessible to the citizenry. And it's incumbent upon our public safety sector to ensure that we have that same level of accessibility to all of our citizenry.
The city says the space can be used for community meetings and engagement as Zone 5 and Fire Engine and Truck 8 return to the facility. Tamira Rush, News Radio, KDKA.
A new report shows July home prices up 7.3% in the Pittsburgh market compared with the same month last year. The RE/MAX National Housing Report says it was the second highest increase in the nation, and at the same time, the metro area's median sale price was the second lowest in the U.S. at $279,000. On Wall Street at this hour, the Dow is ahead by 212 points, the S&P is down 8 points, and the NASDAQ is down 100 points. Canadian rock band Triumph is adding 16 shows to its tour, and Pittsburgh is on the list. This group will be performing at the Peterson Events Center on Sunday, November 22nd. Tickets for the Triumph concert go on sale this Thursday at livenation.com. KDKA Sports, the Pirates' West Coast road trip moves to San Diego tonight. Braxton Ashcraft will start for the Bucks, and the first pitch is at 9:40 p.m. The news is brought to you by P.J. Fitzpatrick. 45 years of experience and thousands of five-star reviews. Trust PJ.com. KDKA Radio News Time, 12:03. Time to call Dina Schmidt and Michael Coleman with One Health Benefits at 724-799-8873 if you recently lost your health insurance or don't have coverage through an employer. 66 and partly cloudy in Pittsburgh. The AccuWeather forecast is next.
I'm Bob Burke, founder and chairman of Burke America Parts Group, a family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com,
an appliance and HVAC parts solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets, appliances, HVAC, and outdoor power equipment, and did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website or technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK.
Hey, folks, it's Marty. Look, with Medicare, this is important stuff, and there's never one size fits all. That's the beauty of MediConnect. That's why I love the company. The folks at MediConnect, they'll sit down with you in your home or in the office, anywhere you wish, to answer Medicare questions and compare plans with your current situation. There is never, ever a fee for their services. And they got 70 different plans. Medicare made simple. MediConnect, 888-818-6334.
Hey, when that storm, that big one, thunder, lightning, all of it, leaves your home or business damaged, you don't have time to wonder who to call. No, you don't. ServiceMaster Greater Pittsburgh, they're standing by with trained professionals, specialized equipment, and 24-hour emergency response. So whenever you need ServiceMaster, they are ready. Give them a call. 412-RECOVER. That's 412-RECOVER.
Demand the yellow van. Call ServiceMaster.
Pittsburgh, are you ready to relive the magic? Almost Queen. A tribute to Queen is taking the stage at Rivers Casino on Friday, September 18th. Experience the look, the power, and all the legendary hits all in one place. From Bohemian Rhapsody to Another One Bites the Dust, you'll be dancing all night long. Visit riverscasino.com for tickets and don't miss Almost Queen, a tribute to Queen, live. We'll see you there.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
The rest of today will be cool for late August with a mix of sun and clouds and a high just 71. Partly cloudy tonight, though 58. Tomorrow, partly sunny and pleasant and a bit warmer in the afternoon, high 77. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
It's Marty Griffin on the voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
I don't know which conversation is more bizarre to me right now. The data center conversation, what the hell happened there? All of a sudden, they're like cancer. I started out as the greatest boom we've seen in 50 years. Now, hell with them, they're dangerous. Okay. Or the immigration issue. Now we'll just deport anyone, man. Just to keep the numbers up. I want to play this clip. They took this, ICE did, just to keep their numbers up. They took this Cuban immigrant and they deported him to one of the most dangerous countries on earth in Central Africa. And Americans are we're told don't visit there under any circumstance. Listen.
Y Yasmani, no pueden salir de ese edificio. You cannot leave that building.
No, con el oficial solamente. Aquí afuera. Porque ya se llevaron a él a Daniel.
Wow.
Nos tienen aquí detenidos en un centro.
It's a Cuban immigrant.
No podemos salir, no tenemos documentos, sufriendo por nuestra
He
familia.
says we're stuck.
En un continente que no conocemos, otra cultura.
My man is a Cuban immigrant. That's cool. Thanks, Alonzo. They put him on a friggin' plane and ship him to one of those dangerous countries on earth. To which I ask, What the F are we doing? And I'm hoping Joseph Patrick Murphy, the best immigration lawyer I know, has some sort of answer. Good afternoon, brother.
All right, Marty, nice to see you.
What the hell are we doing?
Well, immigration law, particularly the law of asylum, which many of these irregular migrants are filed for, doesn't necessarily guarantee you a right to be in the United States. It guarantees you a right to get out of the country where you're being persecuted. And that's written right into our law. We generally didn't enforce it. We've taken the position over the years that if someone wanted to join us and be an American, that we would let them and support it. It's quite flattering that people want to become Americans. But the new administration takes the position that, they've cut deals with these other countries to take our asylum seekers. And what they do is they terminate the asylum here and they ship them to,
wherever.
Like you said, Central African Republic, Uganda, Uzbekistan. They can send it all these unusual places that have agreed to take our asylum seekers.
Wow.
And that's the rule. They can get asylum. They can ask for it there. But, you're in a sense, and you can't argue because I've tried to fight these.
Yeah.
It's a pretty much an end of game.
Oh,
Once the government split it to,
wow.
They wanted to send her to Colombia or something. And she said, but I didn't ask for asylum in Colombia. And I get that, but that's the rules. It's not, everybody wants to get asylum in the richest, freest country, most advanced country they can get it in. And that's not the rule.
I'm not saying that, brother, but not one of the most dangerous countries on earth. I mean,
well, there's that, and and it's after the fact, right? So if somebody comes to the border and says, I want asylum, and they say, well, we're not doing it here, but maybe you can go to the next country, that's one thing. But here, the cruelty of it is not just sending people, it's quite cruel to send in these dangerous countries, but the cruelty is also that these people have built lives here in the anticipation. They trusted us. They literally moved here. They donated. They worked here. They paid taxes. They lived their lives here. May have bought houses. They may have American kids. Very, very ugly situation. Add to it that some of these people are getting sent to completely incompatible countries. People from Uzbekistan, which is in Asia, getting deported to Uganda, which is in Africa. These things don't match up. But just out. The Americans, like it or not, voted for get them out. And that's what the Trump administration is doing. They've got a mandate.
It's heartless, man.
That's the way the sausage gets made. I don't like it, but that's how. There's no other way to do this. This is the policy. As I've said before, everybody wanted to just magic, snap your fingers, and it never happened. All these people didn't get in here, but they did. And the devil is in the details.
Yeah.
You want to undo that. You're not going to do it by just snapping your fingers. It's going to be ugly. It's going to involve things like little Fernanda, right? The 5-year-old.
Hold on before we get to that.
Yep.
Patrick, we both noticed, Joseph Patrick Murphy, to your point, in the social media comments, insane. Americans don't give a damn if this Cuban guy dies. Right, Patrick? Like, to hell with you. You made that choice, right?
Oh, there is no empathy there whatsoever. You're here illegally, out. That's it, period. They don't care where they are as long as they're not here.
What happened to our love for other people, Joseph Patrick Murphy? What the hell? Where did we go wrong here? Man, some compassion, brother.
Yeah, I mean, it's a combination of things. I mean, the comments you're getting are from people who are willing to comment. There are plenty of people who believe, just like a lot of us do, that you should try and give people a break when you can. But even a lot of them have had it. There's just the perceptions that there's too many of these people, that they're too foreign. And moreover, and I think the biggest nail in the coffin for my clients is they don't really want to be Americans. A lot of these people, they want to work here, they want to live here, they want to enjoy our freedoms, but they don't want anything to do with becoming Americans. It's like a giant experiment in parallel play, and it's terrible marketing. It really is. It makes it very hard to do my work.
My man probably wishes he self-deported back to Cuba, but you can't, can you? Cuba?
I mean, it's certainly possible to get to Cuba from the United States. I don't know that there's regular travel. There may be. I mean, he's a Cuban citizen. There's Cuban Airlines. I know they operate out of
Miami.
What was it called? Cubana. There's one out of JFK too. So yeah, you can get a ticket.
What happened to our 5-year-old that no one wanted? They wanted to deport this poor girl.
Well, someone does. There's a very nice American family who've even obtained guardianship over Fernanda. She was actually in here an hour and a half ago because we're getting ready. They're making a 5-year-old make her own asylum claim. And that's something I've never had to do before. How do you do that, right? How do you put a 5-year-old on the stand? How do you get a 5-year-old to tell you what they're scared of? We've done different things here. Play dates where we talk about things. Maybe we play Barbies for a while and then talk about what happens if Barbie gets thrown out. Testing the child's awareness, but it's pretty grim. And I really couldn't believe that the judge would order that, but that's what he did. I have to see him on Thursday. I've got to get her asylum in by then, or she's getting a deport order. And even if I do, everything's compressed. Honduras, her home country.
By herself?
We don't even know where the parents are. I'm filling out the application. I know the dad and mom's names. I have no idea where these people are. They're gone. They're in the wind. So what happens? They may be back there. And that's the other thing. If they abused her here, what's going to happen when she gets back there?
My God.
She may not be as lucky as she was the second time around. An American family found her. Wow. But that's the hard-heartedness, right? You talk about Central African Republic deporting 5-year-olds. I've told you, I've had cases where they tried to deport their own informants.
Whoa.
So this is a very, very, the term ham-fisted. It isn't careful. It isn't calibrated. It's just get them out. And that's what they're doing now. And it is sometimes it results in very, very bizarre and harsh, counterintuitive, cruel, all those things.
You said since you did the show, a bunch of kids came popping up.
Well, that's the other thing. So the program for these vulnerable kids that wander into the United States or who are abandoned here, it's historically there's I think 10,000 spots a year available for kids like this. And that was what Congress anticipated when they created this program. But the wholesale dumping of children, kids walking into this country, the trafficking of children into our country for exploitation has really swelled the ranks of kids that need this kind of protection. But they never adjusted the cap. So there's a line. You can file for this thing and get approved for it, but you still got to wait for the visa, right, for the status change. And I guess because they were kids, victim-centered immigration programs generally don't care that you don't have your status yet as long as you're working on it, because the idea is you shouldn't be sent home. The Trump people take the position that waiting for your status is not itself a status. You've got to go. So that's the same thing that happened to Luis. If you remember, they deported him. He was 49 days from the visa. I wasn't asking for a lot. The backlog is coming down, which is really nice, or has been coming down, but it's still a big problem. And there's millions of kids. So I came on the show talking about Fernanda, and now I'm suddenly getting calls from a whole bunch of parents because they were all having a hard time finding lawyers who wanted to take these cases. Wow. The odds are grim. The clients are very vulnerable. I'm a father myself. This kind of stuff gets more important to you when you have your own kids. Wow. I wonder about the people who are commenting about hurting little girls and things like that so gleefully, whether they have children or parents of their own. But
they wouldn't be saying it if it was a puppy, man.
Right.
Joseph Patrick Murphy, thanks, brother.
Thank you, Marty. Nice seeing you.
If you have a comfort level with deporting a 5-year-old girl to a country alone, you're a jag-off.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
It's the most wonderful time of the year at Staples. They've got back-to-school supplies as low as 25 cents, up to 40% off select tech, and more at staples.com/back-to-school. Staples. That was easy.
Hey, folks, it's Marty. I was in ICU at UPMC. They saved my life, and this was recently. The care was around the clock, and the medicine was insane, and the doctors and the nurses and the kindness. They saved my life again. The truth is that it's the greatest health care I've ever received anywhere in the world, and it truly is life-saving, life-changing medicine. UPMC. I'm a believer.
Orange Slices is brought to you by FanDuel. Baseball fans, think you know who's hitting a homer today? Well, FanDuel is giving you a free chance to call your shot with daily dingers. Joining the action is easy. Just make your free pick on who's hitting a home run in their game, and if you're right, you'll get a profit boost to use on your next bet for a chance at extra winnings. You've got nothing to lose and a lot to gain. And don't forget, you can make a free pick every day during the MLB season. It's just another reason why FanDuel is the home for home runs. So are you ready to play your game today? Join all the action on FanDuel.com. That's FanDuel.com to play daily dingers and make your free pick on who's hitting a homer. Play ball and swing for the fences on FanDuel, an official partner of the MLB. 21 and over, select state. Kansas in affiliation with Kansas Star Casino. 18 and over in D.C., Kentucky, and Wyoming. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or 1-800-MY-RESET. In Connecticut, call 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat. In Maryland, visit mdgamblinghelp.org. In Massachusetts, visit gamblinghelplinema.org or call 1-800-327-5050. In New York, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. And listen to Orange Slices, sponsored by FanDuel Predicts, wherever you get your podcasts.
At the Original Mattress Factory, we make mattress shopping easy. We offer our lowest and best price to everyone, every day, so you can shop when you're ready. We show you exactly what's inside of our mattresses so you can see and feel the quality for yourself to ensure you're getting the best value. And we offer a no-pressure shopping experience. Our team is here to help you find the best mattress for you. It's that easy. Visit an OMF location today to see the Original Mattress Factory difference for yourself.
Make 380 Auction of Murraysville your next stop for all of your gardening needs. Great prices on vegetables and flowers. 380 Auction has name brand furniture, tools, automotive supplies, pet supplies, lawn and garden, toys, food, and new items arriving daily. 380 Auction is open Tuesday through Sunday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 724-339-3132. That's 724-339-3132. Or log on to shop380.com and save.
Are you an adult with uncontrolled moderate to severe Crohn's disease symptoms and still packing a backup bag of clothes? Just in case? Skyrizi Risankizumab Riza can help you take control of your Crohn's. Feel significant symptom relief, including less abdominal pain and fewer bowel movements at 4 weeks. Plus, Skyrizi is proven to help people achieve remission and visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. Individual results may vary. Skyrizi is a prescription injection medicine. Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's. Ready to take control of your Crohn's? Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's disease.
Control is everything to me.
Learn more at skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZI.
Life's best moments start with perfect choices. For Connie Nowak, it was a trolley ride and a 67-year love story. A life of family, smart decisions, and companionship with Chester the cat. Her retirement choice, the village at St. Barnabas. Recreation, healthcare, close to family, everything on her list. Plus, it's an exceptional retirement value with a flexible entry process and affordable rates. St. Barnabas Retirement Communities, stbarnabascommunities.com or call 724-444-5568.
My boy JK in Oakmont does it again. This new joint, Twin Burrow Bar and Grill, just over the viaduct, Verona. Insane smash burgers, milkshakes, hot dogs, lobster roll, brisket, chicken sandwiches. I ate there with my family, blew me away. Adult slushies, you've never seen anything like it. The place is brand new, Twin Burrow Bar and Grill in Verona. It's amazing. Check it out.
Everything you need, every time you listen. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
I'm cool with all the illegals and deporting them, and that's fine until you get me to the 5-year-old. That's ridiculous. Sorry, that's ignorant, heartless, cruel. It's ignorant, man. She's 5 friggin' years old. Her parents are ghosts. Where do you say, Patrick? Nicaragua? Where are they sending her? Honduras? Where? I forget. What do you say? Remember?
Honduras.
Honduras. 5 years old.
Yep.
No one knows where the hell
5 years old and alone.
Huh? Alone. Yeah.
5 years old and alone.
To some friggin' orphanage down there. That's the plan. All right, I owe him the battle with McCormick, whose folks have been very compassionate about helping us on these cases. I have to reach out to him today. I will send him all the data. The attorney just sent me her background and that sort of thing. There's no way in hell. Look, man, take all the illegals you want and ship them wherever the hell you want, but come on, man. Who's the idiot that sent the Cuban to one of the most dangerous countries on earth? Why not just execute him here? I mean, if that's the plan, I don't know. I mean, I love these people. Mess around and find out. Okay. I don't know if it's just that all the people on social media have deficiencies or addictions they can't manage, or if we're really that spiteful and hateful. I can't frame it correctly. She's 5 years old, man. She's gorgeous. Not that that's relevant, but the girl looks like she's on a postcard for Disneyland. And at this point, at this juncture, there's a family here that loves her and covets her and wants her. Seem like, sign here, ma'am. Take the beautiful little girl, make her life better. Somehow, someway you think, what's she doing? Taking what? Your job. Okay, that's what it is. I can listen to all your other rhetoric and your bullcrap and all that stuff, but not with the 5-year-old. And countless other kids that are now in this limbo. I wouldn't have the fortitude or whatever the hell it is you want to call it to put a 5-year-old on a plane to Honduras to head to an orphanage where she'll be abused again. We treat dogs better, ma'am. If I showed you a plane load of dogs that were being shipped off to this crazy African country where they're going to kill them and eat them, you would go berserk. But 5-year-old, nah, it's cool. Go ahead, Steve.
Hey, Marty. Hey, I agree with you. The immigration process has been a mess forever, and these innocent kids, though, they're just, I don't know, you hear about them occasionally, but there's so many of them.
Yeah.
You'd think there'd be a simple rubric.
Going on to his point. By the way, I didn't realize that, Steve, until I heard him say, and I know Patrick, because he said there's millions of them. I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. They never talked about, though, Marty.
They didn't.
But why can't they develop a simple rubric to throw not only these children who are the most vulnerable, but certain categories into a separate line that says, okay, we're going to at least look at your case sooner than others, because they're the most vulnerable. I don't get it, Marty.
I don't either.
I don't get it. I don't know what the answer is.
I don't
It's
either.
all politics
Well, with
at the end of
her,
the day.
well, I know what the answer is with her. There's an American family here in Pittsburgh that wants to adopt her. More power to them. Welcome to America.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, why can't they expedite that? And why don't they have a whole agency set up to help solve this problem?
Hold on, though.
I don't know.
Hold on. My man says her adoption doesn't preclude her from being deported.
Yeah, that I don't get. What at the end of a presidency, everybody pardons these convicted criminals and whatnot. Why can't why can't that child have an immediate pardon?
I
and
don't
just,
know.
Okay, adopt her?
I don't know.
University of Maryland Global Campus offers more than 50 flexible online certificates that provide short-term credentials and real-world skills you can use immediately, with a range of affordable undergraduate and graduate certificates in high-demand fields like business, AI, cybersecurity, data analytics, and healthcare. You can earn credentials quickly to help advance your career. No application fee if you apply by September 1st. Classes start soon. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
Progressive knows you've got plenty of things to worry about.
What time does the kids' practice end? How long has that check engine light been on? Are takeout containers microwave safe?
So the last thing you should have to worry about is what to do if something unexpected happens on the road. That's why if you're ever in a major accident, Progressive's accident response can detect it and send help. It's just one less thing to worry about.
How long does chicken last in the fridge?
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Limited availability in California. Driver is responsible for emergency and towing charges not covered by the policy.
Right here, futures are being built. Ambition isn't a concept, it's a first step towards something bigger. Education goes beyond academics. That's the Penn West way. Here, student support is common sense, and the path forward is yours to own. But you'll take it on together. To build, to live, to grow. Not someday, not somewhere, right here, right now. The future isn't distant. It's possible. It's achievable. It's yours. Right here, within reach. Learn more at pennwest.edu.
From the Aetna Medicare Studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Partly sunny and 68 degrees at Pittsburgh International at 12:30. I'm Paul Alexander. It's the first day of classes for students in the largest school district in the region. As News Radio KDK's Paul Rasmussen reports, it's also the first day of a major policy change.
Pittsburgh Public School students in grades 1 through 12 are starting the academic year without some popular devices. Superintendent Dr. Wayne Walter was a guest on the Big K Morning Show.
This year, we are removing cell phones and electronic devices from students entering schools. So parents, we want you to continue to trust us to educate your children, but we also want you to be core partners.
This is also the final first day of school for a few buildings slated for closure or consolidation, such as Spring Hill or Morrow. Dr. Walters started the day greeting students as they arrived at Perry High School. Paul Rasmussen, News Radio KDKA.
As students return to the classroom, state lawmakers are considering a bill to crack down on drivers who fail to stop when kids are getting on and off school buses. News Radio KDK's David Ballarado has more.
Senator Lisa Baker's bill unanimously passed the Senate last September, and it cleared the House Judiciary Committee a month later, but it's yet to be called up for a final vote. The bill would extend the stopping distance for drivers from 10 to 15 feet when the stop arm is out, and it would fine drivers up to $500 the first time they overtake a bus, and up to $1,000 if they do it again.
And I'm hopeful that as we're back to school, it's a great reminder that now's the time we should be focusing on protecting our kids when they're heading back to school.
Baker hopes the recent report from the Pennsylvania courts on how widespread the problem is spurs the House to take a vote before the legislative session ends in November. If not, she'll have to start the whole process all over again. David Ballarado, News Radio KDKA.
Governor Josh Shapiro's administration has secured over $140 million in federal investments to launch second daily round trip on the Pennsylvania train route. The route, in partnership with Amtrak in Norfolk, connects Pittsburgh with New York City and makes key stops in Greensburg, Latrobe, Harrisburg, Lancaster, Philadelphia, and Newark. The exact launch date has not yet been formally locked in. Transit officials anticipate the expanded service will debut later this year, potentially as early as November. On Wall Street, the Dow is up 191 points. The Nasdaq down 78. The S&P 500 is down 5 points. KDK Radio News time is 12:32. Our next update is at 1 o'clock. I'm Paul Alexander on the Voice of Pittsburgh. News Radio, KDKA.
And Doug.
Limu and I created a trick to help you remember that you can customize your car insurance and save with Liberty Mutual. You see, the shirts Limu and I wear are yellow, and yellow is the color of lemons, and lemons grow on trees, and trees provide oxygen, and oxygen helps us breathe, and breathing is how you live, and you can live more life when you save money by customizing your car insurance. I agree, Limu. It's really quite simple. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty. So my friend Carlos with Greater Pitt Tree Service, this is the guy to call, this is the company to call with all these big storms and all these big trees down. The safest, the most highly trained, the best pricing, the best equipment, the best you'll ever find. He's done several trees in our neighborhood and in our yard. 412-884-TREE, 412-884-TREE, Greater Pitt Tree Service. Give me a yell. Strong communities are built by skilled hands, hands belonging to Pennsylvania laborers. From highways and bridges to schools, hospitals, and energy projects, union laborers are trained, certified, and committed to getting the job done. The Pennsylvania Laborers District Council is building careers with outstanding training, family-supporting wages, excellent benefits, and a safer future for workers across the Commonwealth. Love them. When quality matters, filled with union laborers. Learn more about the Pennsylvania Laborers District Council and the professionals who are building every day.
I'm not one to say I told you so, but I switched to Pure Talk over a year ago, and ever since, I've been telling people there's no better wireless company out there. Well, a few months ago, a massive survey was conducted. 123,000 people were asked to rate their wireless carrier in 4 categories: coverage, support, data, and overall value. Well, the results are in. Guess which wireless company was the only wireless company to get 5 stars in every category? Yeah, Pure Talk. 5 stars, every category. To celebrate, Pure Talk is offering the first 3 months of any plan for just $15 a month, including their top-tier unlimited plan. No contract, no commitment, just a very inexpensive way to test drive the only American wireless company with 5 stars in every category. Just dial pound 250, say micro, and Pure Talk's U.S. customer service will take it from there. Again, pound 250 micro. And yes, I told you so.
Join Family House for one of Pittsburgh's favorite fall traditions, the 43rd Annual Family House Polo Match, presented by FNB Corporation. Enjoy an unforgettable afternoon of professional polo, great food and drinks, live music, shopping, and family fun, all while supporting families with loved ones receiving medical care. Every ticket helps provide comfort, hope, and a home away from home. Get tickets today at familyhouse.org, bringing Pittsburgh together for families facing medical journeys.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred roofing replacement contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
A mix of sun and clouds for the rest of today, but unseasonably cool, high just 71. Partly cloudy tonight, though 58. Partly sunny tomorrow, high 77. Some sunshine Wednesday with a high near 80. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
This is attorney Christine Brown Murphy with the law firm of Zachariah Brown. If you have a loved one in a nursing home, we need to talk. Give our office a call at 724-942-6200 or visit our website at pittsburghelderlaw.com.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
Tune in to the next America at Night with me, McGraw Millhaven. We have the unbelievable true story of a man who was on a Christian ministry in the middle of the Amazon rainforest. Wait till you hear this true story. Plus, we'll check out all the news with Scott McFarland on Monday. It's America at Night with me, McGraw Millhaven. Don't miss it. Tonight at 10 on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
I got this, the governor on tomorrow. This AI thing's getting on my nerves. It started out as like the new world. It did. It was the great hope. Prosperity for all. Now it sucks. I don't know. I know a bunch of people, man, on edge on this thing. Thing is, I mean, clear as day, it's hundreds of billions of dollars in investment. Thousands of jobs. Chad, my boy Chad with Dollar Energy Fund says 10,000 electricians. Just that, and it's a $150,000 job. I don't know, man. Insane investment, insane. And they've all agreed to pay any utility over costs and make sure they clean their own water. It went from the greatest thing since Minio's pizza with extra cheese to, oh my God, that pizza sucks. It's bizarre. As an example, I want to play you this spot. This is Stacey. She's running for governor. Listen.
In the news, we're hearing a lot about data centers. Just take a listen to what Stacey Garrity has to say.
In very rural Pennsylvania, you have areas that are in the middle of nowhere. What perfect places to put data centers?
That was Stacey Garrity, folks. And it's pretty clear that we should be worried about what she has in mind for us in small towns and rural communities.
48 out of 67 of our counties in Pennsylvania are rural. So there are a lot of areas where you can put data centers.
Ohio's kicking our butt. They have over 192. We have a lot of catching up to do, but you know what? We need to deregulate.
Deregulate data centers? We all know what Stacey Garrity means. No local control, no regulations, higher electric bills. Go to this website, truthaboutgarrity.com, and see for yourself why we can never trust Stacey Garrity to look out for us.
No.
Paid for and authorized by Shapiro for Pennsylvania.
Yeah. I have the governor on tomorrow. I sat in this beautiful hall at Carnegie Mellon. Trump was there. We sat at a table with Josh Shapiro, the governor. We sat at a table with Senator McCormick. We sat with Fetterman. They all love this, man. This is it. Am I high or dementia setting in? I don't know, man. Oh, what a difference a few months. Listen to the people screaming in these meetings. Patrick pulled this from ABC. Listen to this crap. Listen.
We do not want a data center in this county. Do you understand?
This morning, the bipartisan backlash against the rapid build-out of AI data centers is exploding, shaking up the midterms.
We do not consent!
Our team witnessing the outrage across the country.
We need clarity, and we need it now.
At this town hall in rural Franklin County, Missouri.
This has already been going on for 3 hours. No sign of stopping.
For 13 hours, hundreds of residents protesting two proposed data centers.
13 hours.
Worried they will spike utility bills, drain water resources, and destroy farmland.
You will ruin the very best part of Franklin County if you allow data centers to be built on this land.
Across the U.S., tech companies are pledging hundreds of billions of dollars to build these facilities that keep the internet and AI running, promising jobs and big investments in the communities. But the public outcry is now forcing candidates in key races in the midterms to backtrack. Just last fall, Texas Republican Governor Greg Abbott called his state the epicenter of AI development. Now he's putting a freeze on new data centers, telling our Jonathan Carl on This Week the tech companies dug their own grave.
If you're a data center and you want to operate in Texas, you have to first get the approval of those in local communities.
In Pennsylvania, Democratic Governor Josh Shapiro had promoted data center investments just last year. Now he's imposing new restrictions on them.
You don't want these irresponsible, burdensome, reckless AI data centers in your community. And I want you to know, I hear you.
Like they're dumping
A new memo from the National Republic.
Like they're dumping DDT in our waters. What's going on, man? Someone help me here. What the hell happened? Ebb and flow, baby. We got the governor live tomorrow. I'm very curious. I know some people that have a lot invested here, like money, flat out having mini strokes. What did Stacey Garrity say that was so offensive? Oh, no. God forbid. Rural communities that haven't seen squat. They don't have a friggin' get-go. They don't have a BP, man. They got nothing, honey. They're all losing their farms. Insane unemployment. Oh, no. Someone's going to invest $20 billion. No, those sons of bitches. What are we doing? Someone help me. What happened here? What did I miss? Huh? Man. Everything Garrity said in that spot was right on. 6 months ago, she'd have been, yeah, cool. Great idea, Stace. Now you know what she's trying to do to you. No, I don't. I don't. Are they training pedophiles? Is there a meth lab involved? Is it a fentanyl farm? They growing fentanyl? You don't grow fentanyl. Someone help me. What's going on here? I put something. I want to check my poll. I did an online on social media. I did both Facebook and X. Do you support data centers? Not that hard to answer that question. Do you or don't you? What'd the crazies say? What do you angry old white guys in Butler County say? Where is this? What's the response? Do they support him? Yes and no? Yes and no. I used to work in one. No. 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 No studies. Total bias. No. Go south. Wow. What are the health hazards? Where's their water coming from? No employees. All temporary. They're not following the rules. This is all, I'm reading this. Temporary construction jobs. They suck. Okay. Why are you promoting data centers, Marty? No employees, security guards. Ron, I'm a union carpenter, would never work on a data center. Good for you, you'll show them. What happened, man? Why is everybody so angry and paranoid? What's wrong with you people? You were hanging out with the people in Churchill who have nothing sitting on that Westinghouse site for 30 years. Nothing but blight. No revenue, no jobs, nothing. Horrible tax base, horrible schools, no value. Losing population, no value to any home. Amazon said, we'll build it here. You said, no, it's going to kill all of us. All of us are going to die. So they left. And it's still there. Still empty. Couple of rats running around. Now you're doing the same damn thing with data centers. What the hell's wrong with you people?
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA, covered by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 platinum roofing company.
So, fall's here. Almost, right? And we got through the hot summer. Now we're going to get through, hopefully not a horribly cold winter, but what you will need this winter are windows. And Universal Windows Direct has the deal for you. Check this out. And I love this. First of all, right now, 0% interest for 36 months. Whoa. $500 off your home improvement project when you schedule this month. Also, if you buy 2 windows, you get 2 windows free, and there's no limit, which is an amazing deal. Universal Windows Direct. Comfort, energy efficient, style, the best there is. And by the way, their team is absolutely fabulous. 412-545-6003. Plus, folks, buy 2, get 2 free. 0% financing for 3 years. $500 off your project. Comfort, savings, and a home you'll fall in love with all over again. It's a great deal. Like me, you'll be saying, I love my window.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, Mom, now that I have an after-school job, I think I want to buy a drum kit.
Okay, Rockstar. Let's look at your account. When kids start making money, Chase has easy-to-use tools and expert bankers to help them learn how to manage it.
And next month, I'll buy the bass drum and the cymbals. Oh, and maybe some noise-canceling headphones for you.
Aw, you've thought of everything. Help kids save, budget, and build financial independence, all with Chase. That's good for kids and good for parents. Visit your local Chase branch and get started.
Account subject to approval. J.P. Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Hey, one storm is all it takes. Service Master Greater Pittsburgh responds when the unexpected happens. You know who to call. 412-RECOVER.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
Hearing the news every day is one thing. hearing it hit home is something altogether different. That's the difference you hear every day on KDKA Radio. We go beyond the benign headlines and bring the news to life, your life. So stay here and hear the news and what a difference it makes. 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
And Doug.
Hot dog, get your hot dog.
Customize and save with Liberty Mutual.
Hey, what are you doing?
I like your method. Direct, to the point. A little loud, but...
Listen, people don't buy car insurance the same way they do hot dogs.
Not yet, but both are customizable.
Popcorn, get your popcorn.
Hey, this is a hot dog area.
And customize and save area. Get a quote at libertymutual.com or with your local agent.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Summer storms can spell disaster for your roof and more. At Home Genius Exteriors, we stop the damage before it starts. Call now during our summer savings event and get 50% off materials for your new roof. Plus, get no interest and no payments till 2027. Call Home Genius Exteriors at 855-UR-GENIUS to schedule your free roof and attic inspection. That's 855, the letter U, the letter R, Genius. Home Genius Exteriors, the genius choice in roofing. See website for details.
See website for details. BillsHappen.com is not a lender. It does not make credit decisions. Must be 18 years old. Not available in all states.
Honey, everything is so expensive, and our bills are piling up.
You're telling me credit cards are maxed out, rent is due, and the car payment's right around the corner? We need some extra cash.
We should do what my friend from work did. She went to BillsHappen.com and got the money she needed the next day.
Our credit is not great. Are you sure that would work for us?
BillsHappen.com is one of the largest personal loan networks. They can help people with all credit types get up to $5,000.
Sounds like it's going to be a hassle.
My friend said it was super easy. She did it right from her phone during her lunch break.
If you have a regular source of income, you can be approved for a loan for up to $5,000, and your cash can hit your bank account the next day. BillsHappen.com's lenders have millions of dollars to lend, regardless of your credit history.
Guess what? I went to BillsHappen.com, and we're getting our money tomorrow.
Wow, that's fast. Problem solved.
If you need extra cash, go to BillsHappen.com. That's BillsHappen.com. BillsHappen.com.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. A new fee is coming to visa workers already in the U.S. The Trump administration is proposing a new $100,000 fee for H-1B workers hired within the U.S., it says, as a dedicated revenue mechanism to help recover costs of administering the lawful immigration system. The fee would fund adjudication of benefits, fraud detection, and national security vetting and systems modernization, and would generate $8.8 billion annually, according to the Department of Homeland Security's proposal. Shein is seeking to raise as much as $1.8 billion in its Hong Kong initial public offering. Shein says it plans to use the IPO proceeds to enhance technology, invest in marketing, expand brand awareness, and promote corporate responsibility. Pasta fans, Olive Garden's popular never-ending Pasta Bowl promotion runs nationwide beginning in 1 week from today through November 22nd, with prices starting at $14.99. The chain is owned by Darden. Stock for them right now is up about 2%. Matt Piper, Bloomberg Radio.
Have an issue in your community? Talk about it now with Marty Griffin. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
You hear that? All you can eat pasta back at the Olive Garden. Come on, man. If you live in the Berg, and we do, if there's a list of 899 pasta joints, and there are, at least. I would put Olive Garden at 940. All you can eat. Come on, man. It's kind of like Domino's. God bless them in Pizza Hut and all these generic Walmart kind of joints. It's kind of like when you're in New York and you see someone walking into a McDonald's. You want to say, what the hell are you doing, man? What are you doing? Huh? There was a Pizza Hut in Times Square, New York, about 10 years ago when we were there. I was like, what the hell? I want to go in there and say, what the hell are you doing here? It's friggin' Pizza Hut in New York. Come on, man. With all due respect to Olive Garden, it's great for high school kids with a bottomless pit of a stomach. They can eat 35 portions. Knock yourself out, Junior. But within like a mile and a half of this radio station, there's like 6 really good Italian places in Carnegie right now. Leo Greta, Lucatino. I mean, seriously. Homemade pasta, man. No, I don't want to do that. I want to go to Olive Garden. All you can eat. Bring me another bowl. No, stop. Don't do it. Just saying. I digress from the data center rhetoric. Here's my thing, man. Get together in a room. Let the data center people promise you several $100 million to lower your utility bills, which they're doing. They're paying bonuses to teachers and nurses, which they're doing. They are. And then make them pass a template of regulations, which they're doing. If you like it, like it. If you don't, move on. Shut up about it. Play that clip, please, Alonzo. Please.
Josh Shapiro's data center scandal keeps growing. First, Shapiro handed Amazon a fortune in tax credits to build a data center here without any community input. Then Shapiro fast-tracked building permits, also without community input. And Shapiro said he's putting even more data centers in our backyards.
No!
Now we know why. Shapiro pocketed over $5 million in political contributions from out-of-state data center owners. Shapiro sold us out.
Yeah. Wow. It's like Guadalcanal, man. It's like Love Canal. It's like swampland with dumping radioactive waste in it. The way it's being characterized. What the hell are we doing here, man? I told some of these data center folks that are talking about building here, man, you better start doing some damn marketing, man. People hate you. Patrick, are you kind of blown away by this flip-flop, bro?
I was at first until you see these town hall meetings where people are losing their minds.
Losing their minds.
My God, man.
My goodness.
Yeah, like they're going to come in and they're going to destroy the town by putting up a warehouse with computers there. Oh, my God.
With 2 security guards.
And hey, newsflash, we have data centers. They've been around for, 30 plus years. But wow, come on.
It's unbelievable. I mean, the rhetoric is insane. Josh Shapiro's going to kill your children. Okay. He's live tomorrow. We'll ask him. Go ahead, Rush.
Hey, Marty.
Hey,
it's
Rush.
an honor to speak with you.
It's a pleasure to hear you, sir. I've been waiting.
I called earlier about the kids being taken. Remember Elian Gonzalez?
Yes.
The little Cuban kid that was taken away from his father in Miami years ago. That's all I'm calling.
Massive story. Massive story.
Okay,
massive.
now AI. Hey, Mark.
Yeah,
AI.
man.
I'm 74 years old. I saw Elon Musk and Larry Page. No, I read that Elon Musk and Larry Page, they were messing with AI years ago before we even knew it.
Yeah.
And they had a falling out because Musk told Page, he said, hey, now when this goes...
All right, before you read me the book, do you support him or not?
Who? What?
That's enough. That's enough.
Today, we're constantly taking photos and videos to remember our favorite moments. But what about those captured before the smartphone? What about the memories tucked away on aging VHS tapes, film reels, or in fading photos?
These cherished memories are fading away with time, vulnerable to threats like heat, moisture, and mold. But fear not, there's a solution to safeguard your legacy. Hi, I'm Adam.
And I'm Nick. Together we founded Legacy Box over a decade ago with one mission, to bring your memories into the 21st century.
It's time to bid farewell to old tapes you can't watch and faded photos. Legacy Box transforms them into digital treasures, ready to share with a click.
Just like magic, your shoebox of memories is now safely stored in the cloud or on a thumb drive.
Over 1 million families have trusted Legacy Box, so you can rest assured your priceless moments are in good hands.
Don't let your childhood fade away on old tapes. It's time to digitize those priceless moments.
Fast forward into the digital age. Visit legacybox.com/radio. That's legacybox.com/radio.
The Village at St. Barnabas, the perfect place for moms.
SchultzFord.com, 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 SchultzFord.com.
KDKA and KDKA FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Partly sunny and 69 degrees at Pittsburgh International at 1 o'clock. I'm Paul Alexander. News brought to you by P.J. Fitzpatrick with their famous lifetime warranty on materials and labor. TrustPJ.com. First day of classes for the largest school district in the region, along with dozens of other districts. Pittsburgh Public Schools Superintendent Dr. Wayne Walters.
This year is the senior year's class of 2027, and for our kindergarten students who are starting on Thursday, they will be the class of 2039. So although there's future planning happening, we're still responsible for today.
This morning, Dr. Walters was greeting students arriving at Perry High School. Today is what the Trump administration is calling an economic D-Day for Iran. Expanded sanctions are being announced as we hear from ABC's James Longman.
There has been a U.S. naval blockade in place for some time now, stopping these shadow tankers from being able to get in and out of Iranian ports and trade Iranian oil. But Iran still does manage to trade a lot of oil overland and through other means. And so what the Treasury and the White House wants to do is to penalize countries that buy this oil. That is China, India, Turkey primarily.
Details on the new sanctions are expected during a White House news conference later this afternoon. President Trump is threatening to increase tariffs to 50% on imports of all cars and trucks made in Canada, along with auto parts and steel. This comes after the U.S. hiked tariffs on about $20 billion worth of Canadian products over the weekend. Trade Representative Jameson Greer.
I think this is a little bit of a tempest in a teapot. The tariffs went into place over the weekend, which we warned about for a long time. They only cover about 5% of Canadian trade and only 0.06% of U.S. overall consumption.
Gas prices shot up 15 cents in the last week. AAA says the average in Pittsburgh is now $4.36 a gallon. That's up from $4.21 just a week ago. Zone 5 police and firefighters are back in East Liberty in a newly remodeled building. News Radio KDKA's Tamira Rush has the details.
Public Safety Director Sheldon Williams says the goal is to make public safety more accessible to the people they serve.
This represents an opportunity central to this area where individuals can have direct accessibility, but it also follows the philosophy and the work habits of even our own mayor. He chooses and works hard to make sure that he is accessible to the citizenry. And it's incumbent upon our public safety sector to ensure that we have that same level of accessibility to all of our citizenry.
The city says the space can be used for community meetings and engagement as Zone 5 and Fire Engine and Truck 8 return to the facility. Tamira Rush, News Radio, KDKA.
On Wall Street, the Dow is up 114 points. The Nasdaq down 106. The S&P 500 down 14 points. KDK Sports, the Pirates take on the Padres tonight in San Diego. First pitch at 9:40. Braxton Ashcraft starts for the Bucks. KDK Radio News Time, 1:03. Time to call One Health Benefits at 724-799-8873 for affordable health insurance tailored to your needs. Right now in Pittsburgh, partly sunny and 69 degrees. Your AccuWeather forecast is next.
University of Maryland Global Campus offers more than 50 flexible online certificates that provide short-term credentials and real-world skills you can use immediately, with a range of affordable undergraduate and graduate certificates in high-demand fields like business, AI, cybersecurity, data analytics, and healthcare. You can earn credentials quickly to help advance your career. No application fee if you apply by September 1st. Classes start soon. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
Progressive knows you've got plenty of things to worry about.
What time does the kids' practice end? How long has that check engine light been on? Are takeout containers microwave safe?
So the last thing you should have to worry about is what to do if something unexpected happens on the road. That's why if you're ever in a major accident, Progressive's accident response can detect it and send help. It's just one less thing to worry about.
How long does chicken last in the fridge?
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Limited availability in California. Driver is responsible for emergency and towing charges not covered by the policy.
CCAC fall registration is open, and you can still sign up for summer class. Get this. Whether you are a new or existing CCAC student, currently in high school, or enrolled at another university, CCAC summer classes are a win-win. Folks, they're affordable college credits. They can speed up your education or transfer to more than 500 colleges and universities. Visit ccac.edu and start saving a bundle.
Hey, I'm Sam.
And I'm Calvin, with Cousins Roofing, Siding, and Decks.
Hey, Calvin, you know that feeling when summer's finally on its way? Everybody's outside, grills are going.
Yeah, but that's when you notice what winter did to your home. The deck boards are warped, the roof's missing shingles, the siding's faded.
That's where we come in. No pressure, no surprises. Just good, honest work so you can enjoy the season that you earned.
We're ready when you are. Call the Cousins.
Cousins Roofing, Siding, and Decks. Call the Cousins.
If you're caring for a loved one on Medicaid, here's something you should know. You may be able to get paid to care for them right in their own home. Through a Medicaid-funded program, family members, friends, and other loved ones can earn hourly pay while providing the care their loved one already depends on. Just call 412-991-1440, and Careway Home Care will help you every step of the way, from getting started to choosing the caregiver that's right for your family. Already getting paid to take care of a loved one? If you're looking for better support and pay, their team makes switching simple and will guide you through the entire onboarding process. And if your loved one isn't enrolled in Medicaid yet, they're here to help with that too. Their experienced team can walk you through the entire eligibility and enrollment process. Just call 412-991-1440. Careway Home Care is proudly based right here in Pittsburgh, providing compassionate local support and competitive pay for caregivers. Just call 412-991-1440. Again, 412-991-1440. Or go to carewayhc.com.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
The rest of today will be cool for late August with a mix of sun and clouds and a high of 71. Partly cloudy tonight of 58. Partly sunny tomorrow, a nice day with a warmer afternoon, the high 77. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
He's live, he's local, he's Marty Griffin. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
You know, at one point in time, cigarette smoking was characterized and portrayed as healthy for you. If I'm a lion, I'm a dying. Without attorneys, whether you want the truth or not, cover your ears. Without attorneys, we wouldn't have known that. They changed that marketplace and protected millions of Americans. You know, cars didn't have seat belts. You know, cars had no rollover protection. You know, cars didn't have airbags until attorneys got involved. Attorneys exposed massive flaws in healthcare and dangerous drugs. Attorneys exposed massive health risks in tobacco attorneys and car safety and airline safety, exposing deficiencies in radar and traffic control. Attorneys. Cover your ears if you don't want the truth. Without them, we wouldn't know any of this. The laws wouldn't have changed. Yeah, I know they all get rich. Good for them. But they're changing the world as we see it. To that point, this headline, Meta's big reckoning is here. Meta being, in essence, social media, Facebook, the big names, Instagram. Billions of us rely on them. And children rely on them. And school districts rely on them. Attorney said to hell with that. They need controls. And it will be attorneys that make the difference here. This will change the course of social media history. Write that down. Attorney Tom King, square, flat, laying in the middle of it. How are you, sir?
I'm fine, Marty. Thank you.
It's that important, is it not, sir?
I think in today's society, in today's world, it's critically important, Marty.
And for those who dismiss attorneys as just rich guys getting richer, your value here is producing records and data and information that none of us knew existed. Yes, sir?
I think there's some great lawyers out there doing great work and that it benefits society, and I think that's why most of us got into practicing law. And you know, the benefits are all of those things that you just went through, all the things that have changed in society because lawyers cared and lawyers got involved and lawyers, I think, made the world a better place.
Hey, man, I don't give a damn if you're rich. God bless you. But in the meantime, you're making a huge difference here by exposing the fact that social media is a predator. Is it not, sir? It's a predator, right?
Well, it's been operating that way, and I'll tell you, Marty, the stuff that's coming out now in California and in the most recent case that's ongoing right now, the trial, is being brought by the attorney generals of 4 different states, including New Jersey and including California. And the Federal Department of Justice and the Federal Trade Commission went after TikTok and ByteDance, and you probably saw that also, that there's a $400 million settlement by TikTok and ByteDance for violating children's online privacy under something called the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. And they were able to establish in that case that TikTok and ByteDance have been collecting and retaining data from young users without parental consent and knowingly permitting children to create accounts and interact with adults since at least 2019. We know that that's true, and we know that that's what's been happening. And the parents out there that are listening to this, or the grandparents, know that that's true. They know that their children have been doing these things, have been interacting with people. You wouldn't let these strangers come into your house and sit on the second floor of your house in somebody's bedroom, but people let their children participate in this stuff, and whether they know or they don't know, these kids are connecting with adults out there. They're seeing stuff about suicide, drug use, sexual content. It's horrendous. And the stuff that's come out already from the attorneys general and from the lawyers in the cases that we're in includes a lot of information about what these companies knew, what they could have done, how they could have controlled these things, how they could have made it more difficult for children to access this kind of content, and it's quite revealing. Zuckerberg and others are in for a long haul on this stuff.
Attorney Tom King, a CBS reporter. This woman goes online. She finds, I'm sure Patrick saw this, 18 sites which kids would have access to. All you do is you put a picture in of someone, just a picture, and you make any of the rest of their body completely nude, completely, showing their private parts. And by the way, Tom, they're saying that 1 in 4 kids are using this and creating porn. 1 in 4 kids. And this stuff looks real, brother. So my point is, my man, this is clear and present danger, is it not, Tom?
Listen, Marty, we've all seen it. We all know people who have been victimized by this stuff, or their kids have, with the worst possible consequences. You know, people committing suicide over this stuff, just the embarrassment and humiliation. But then some of these kids have been victims of this stuff, have taken their own lives. I mean, it's dramatic. It's you can't overemphasize it, and you can't make this stuff up. It's terrible.
It's about damn time we see guardrails. And prior to this movement, Tom, it's actually ironic that it's happening now, because we were always told the internet is social media's safe space, that we can't jack with them there legally, right? That really was what was said, Tom, right?
Yeah, that's what that's what the underlying part of this case is all about. And we've got terrific rulings from a federal judge in California and a state court judge in California, and up into the Ninth Circuit, which is the federal appeals court out in the West. And so Dave Zuckerberg and others have tried to protect themselves under the statute, the federal statute that sort of tries to preserve free speech in this country. But the courts have ruled that these are products and not speech issues. So they've created a product, and that product is defective, just like cigarettes were defective, just like not wearing seatbelts was defective, just like exposure to radiation is defective in certain equipment. And so this is a product that they put together. Zuckerberg has gotten immensely wealthy, hugely wealthy, one of the wealthiest men in the world over the use of this stuff. And the testimony from a whistleblower in this most recent case is that the whistleblower wouldn't feel safe with Zuckerberg being in charge of children.
Wow.
That's the testimony from a whistleblower.
Wow. Tom King, let's bring it home. With these victories will come benefits for a significant number of local school districts. Yes, sir?
Yes, sir, indeed. Just the restraints on prohibiting these kids from accessing this kind of material. They have all of this stuff is available, and in this latest action by the Department of Justice, they say that in the settlement papers that the TikTok and ByteDance have begun to implement as a result of this litigation certain controls that were readily available to them at all times. And so this is the only thing that makes them do anything. Otherwise, talking about it, having hearings about it, and all those sorts of things mean nothing. Making them pay is what makes them perform and makes them contribute in a positive way towards society and get rid of this stuff. It's an evil. It's a blight upon society, and what it's done and is doing to our kids is a sin. It's just a shame.
And Tom, these do-gooders who say, "Oh, it's up to mom and dad. Leave the social media companies alone. Mom and dad should watch over their kids." Screw that. You have no idea, talking that way, how much reach they have 24/7.
Mom and dad should read. That's right, Marty. Mom and dad should read these reports, read the Department of Justice report. The Federal Trade Commission did a whole expose on this under Trump, and that's what led the Department of Justice to file suit. Listen, these companies don't pay $400 million if they haven't done something wrong.
Tom King, my brother. Truth to power, sir. Thank you.
Thanks for having me, Marty. Thank you.
It's a moment, and believe me, it's a moment where all this will change. And it'll be for the better, believe me.
Listen to the Marty Griffin Show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
It's game day. Are your moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keeping you from the action? Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, could help you get back to the game. Skyrizi is proven to help people feel significant symptom relief, achieve remission, and visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. Skyrizi is a prescription injection medicine for adults. Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's or ulcerative colitis.
Control is everything to me.
Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's and ulcerative colitis combined. Learn more at skyrizi.com or 1-866-SKYRIZI.
Whoa.
Get Marty is brought to you by Perry Calder Law. When it matters most, contact Perry Calder Law.
Your journey to beautiful draperies should begin and end in one of my state-of-the-art Hunter Douglas galleries. This is Lisa. Whether you go to my Wexford or McMurray gallery, I am behind every blind and drapery order. You'll only find me at Nest Expressions Window Fashions. Let's chat. 1-888-952-NEST or simply book a free shop-at-home appointment. NestExpressions.com.
A riddle brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What do your home and auto have in common? Progressive protects them both. It was an easy riddle. Learn more at Progressive.com.
I may not have the winning lottery numbers, but I do have a winning combination to save money for new windows and doors from Specialty Window and Door. Owner Rick Fish is offering $50 off per window and $200 off any entry door, but there's more. No credit card fees. If you pay by card, you get the points or 0% financing for 12 months. It doesn't get any better than this. Visit SpecialtyWindowandDoor.com for more details. Do it now.
Make 380 Auction of Murraysville your next stop for all of your gardening needs. Great prices on vegetables and flowers. 380 Auction has name brand furniture, tools, automotive supplies, pet supplies, lawn and garden, toys, food, and new items arriving daily. 380 Auction is open Tuesday through Sunday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 724-339-3132. That's 724-339-3132. Or log on to shop380.com and save.
Imagine every time your business makes a sale. Inventory updates, an invoice is created, customer records are updated, accounting stays current. That's the power of Odoo. One fully integrated platform where every part of your business works together, automating tasks, eliminating extra steps, and saving you valuable time. Everything connects. Everything works. Try Odoo free at odoo.com. That's ODOO.com.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
I spoke to John Perry with Perry Calder Law Firm yesterday. JP said they have doctors on their staff to investigate medical malpractice cases. Your case, doctors on the staff. They've had some of the best results in America in terms of lawsuits won and settled. AI, oh, they've got it. Attorney intelligence. Perry Calder, 412-281-4200. 412-281-4200. Give him a call. My boy JK in Oakmont does it again. This new joint, Twin Burrow Bar and Grill, just over the viaduct, Verona. Insane smash burgers, milkshakes, hot dogs, lobster roll, brisket, chicken sandwiches. I ate there with my family, blew me away. Adult slushies. You've never seen anything like it. The place is brand new, Twin Burrow Bar and Grill in Verona. It's amazing. Check it out.
Where Pittsburgh comes to talk. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Ticket Nick. Hey, Patrick, Ticket Nick's theory about, and he's always right, but his theory about waiting to the last minute on most shows is going down the tubes with my man, Bruno Mars. It's just the concert is so hot. I ain't doing it, but I saw tickets this weekend. I was looking around. Decent tickets are $400. That ain't happening.
Ooh, so they're shooting up.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know if it's weird. It just means the show's that hot.
Wow. Well, like Garth Brooks went the opposite.
When?
Remember that concert where they set the price at like $100 or whatever?
I don't remember.
They were going for like $40.
I don't remember, but not here. Not with this guy. And I saw, we need 5 together, which makes it even tougher. There were 5 seats, but kind of sort of close to the stage, $1,100 each. Screw that. Who would do that?
Nope.
Who would spend $6,000? There's no way. But sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. The Griffins ain't going to see.
Really want,
huh?
I was if you really want Bruno Mars sweat, man.
I don't know,
$6,000.
I had no idea
thank
people
you.
had that kind of money. Do they? I don't know. I think they put it on
Some
credit
do,
cards.
more don't.
Huh? Yeah. Oh.
I said some do, more don't. But
No.
you're right. Credit cards, people are going into debt for these shows.
Someone's paying it. Oh, and I wanted to mention something to you. This is actually good advice for people. So I ordered these really slick tennis shoes. OC on Cloud. Gorgeous. Very cool. Beautiful. From a site that wasn't a major site, but it looked credible. Fine. They sent me the shoes. They came through China. Fine. A lot of stuff does. They sent the wrong size. Not fine. Now, Amazon is so friggin' cool. Hey, forget that. If my wife orders baked beans sometimes from Walmart, and she mistakenly orders the big can and wants a small can, they'll just tell her, keep it. They do this with product even, or an item. They'll just say, all right, keep it. They have Amazon has insane return policies. It's very, very cool. This company, I forget even what the hell, Avenor or something. They were ghosts. Impossible to find. It took me, and I'm a pain in the ass. Patrick couldn't find them. It took me 10 days. I finally found an email address, which, Patrick, is stupid for a company that has an active website, right?
Well, I think they buried that intentionally.
Why? They sent me the actual shoes.
I had to find their. Yeah, but it's a company that advertises in social media. I think they probably screw up as much as they get right.
I don't know. Why would they do that? It's a horrible. But regardless, without lecturing
people just let it go. Yeah,
I didn't let it go. I contested it with American Express, and American Express tried to hunt them down and couldn't find them either, and so they accredited my account, which is what we talk about all the time. When you make a charge like this, Patrick, if it's a little bit iffy, make sure it's on the card where they'll fight for you. You know what I'm saying? Right?
Exactly. That's the benefit of using your cards. You have consumer protections where you're not going to be out. If you're going to lose anything, it'll be a couple bucks, but it won't be the entire amount.
No, this is a brilliant idea, and I think he's the one who told me to do this. I disputed the charges with American Express, and they tried to find this company. Now, the company sent me another email saying, sent me a picture, and I did. Still haven't heard from them. The point is, without the Amex blowback, I'd be out $200. They're expensive shoes, which shoes are now, these, whatever the hell they're supposed to be. My point is, most of the sites you go to, most of the sites have great return policies. This one was horrible and really tough to find them. But I made sure that I put on a card where Amex would get me my money back, and they did. And my point is to you folks, don't just go to some random site, and don't pay with a debit card. Dave, before we go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Hi, Marty. Hey, just want to let you know, bud, I am absolutely 100% in favor of the data centers. And I'm going to tell you what, if we don't build them, China's going to build them. I know they're building them now, but we better get on board.
Do it right, though. Patrick, put a template in place, right? This is the template. Follow the template. Build the damn thing, right? I mean, it's not that hard.
Exactly. No, do the right things, build the right plan. Don't just do it on the sly and make it shady. Be transparent. And
Patrick, we heard this crap with fracking, by the way. I was texting Matt Pizzarella. He was amazing with Range Resources. We heard this same stuff with fracking, did we not, sir?
We sure did. And there's a lot of misinformation when it comes to, the people who are against fracking and the people who are for it.
That's right.
And you've got to cut through all the garbage and get the real data and the real stats, and then make an educated decision of whether it's right for your community.
Right on. What Patrick just said is paramount for your community. It's not all good. It's not all bad, but just check it out, man. Check it out.
Life's best moments start with perfect choices. For Connie Nowak, it was a trolley ride and a 67-year love story. A life of family, smart decisions, and companionship with Chester the cat. Her retirement choice? The Village at St. Barnabas. Recreation, healthcare, close to family, everything on her list. Plus, it's an exceptional retirement value with a flexible entry process and affordable rates. St. Barnabas Retirement Communities, stbarnabascommunities.com, or call 724-444-5568.
Are you turning 65 and have questions about Medicare? Aetna has Medicare Advantage plans that include prescription drug coverage in Pennsylvania with a $0 monthly plan premium. Plus, the plans include benefits like dental, vision, and hearing. You may also qualify for a monthly credit toward your Part B premium. Call Aetna today at 1-888-76-AETNA to learn more.
Aetna Medicare is an HMO PPO plan with a Medicare contract. Our D-SNPs also have contracts with state Medicaid programs. Enrollment in our plans depends on contract renewal. Plan features and availability may vary by service area.
Right here, futures are being built. Ambition isn't a concept, it's a first step towards something bigger. Education goes beyond academics. That's the Penn West way. Here, student support is common sense, and the path forward is yours to own. But you'll take it on together. To build, to live, to grow. Not someday, not somewhere, right here, right now. The future isn't distant. It's possible. It's achievable. It's yours. Right here, within reach. Learn more at pennwest.edu.
From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Partly sunny and 69 degrees at Pittsburgh International at 1:30. I'm Paul Alexander. As students return to the classroom, state lawmakers are considering a bill to crack down on drivers who fail to stop when kids are getting on and off the school bus. News Radio KDK's David Bolorado has more.
Senator Lisa Baker's bill unanimously passed the Senate last September, and it cleared the House Judiciary Committee a month later, but it's yet to be called up for a final vote. The bill would extend the stopping distance for drivers from 10 to 15 feet when the stop arm is out, and it would fine drivers up to $500 the first time they overtake a bus, and up to $1,000 if they do it again.
And I'm hopeful that as we're back to school, it's a great reminder that now's the time we should be focusing on protecting our kids when they're heading back to school.
Baker hopes the recent report from the Pennsylvania courts on how widespread the problem is spurs the House to take a vote before the legislative session ends in November. If not, she'll have to start the whole process all over again. David Bolorado, News Radio KDKA.
Governor Josh Shapiro's administration has secured over $140 million in federal investments to launch a second daily round trip on the Pennsylvanian train route. The route, in partnership with Amtrak in Norfolk, connects Pittsburgh with New York City and makes key stops in Greensburg, Latrobe, Harrisburg, Lancaster, Philadelphia, and Newark. An exact launch date is not yet formally locked down, but transit officials anticipate the expanded service will debut later this year, potentially as early as November. Pittsburgh Regional Transit is seeing the highest ridership in 6 years, with gains across much of the system. News Radio KDK's Tamira Rush has details.
PRT says more than 39 million trips were recorded across the system in fiscal year 2026, up 5% from the previous year. Bus ridership increased 5%, while rail was up 8%. And in June, average weekday ridership climbed nearly 10% compared with last year, with increases on 74 of the system's 99 routes. Tamira Rush, News Radio KDKA.
Former Poison member Bret Michaels has canceled the rest of his tour dates due to health issues. A social media message from his doctor say Michaels needs more rest and recovery after recent surgeries. The Butler native took a break from touring late last month after surgery for a kidney stone. On Wall Street, the Dow is up 120 points, the Nasdaq down 113, the S&P 500 down 13 points. KDK Radio News time is 1:32. Our next update is at 2 o'clock. I'm Paul Alexander on the Voice of Pittsburgh, News Radio, KDKA.
Storm season is not over yet. One heavy downpour can mean a flooded basement, leaking roof, damage that keeps spreading long after the rain stops. ServiceMaster Greater Pittsburgh ready 24 hours a day with the people, the equipment, the experience to restore your home and business. You give a call to ServiceMaster of Greater Pittsburgh. That number, 412-RECOVER. That's 412-RECOVER.
Demand the yellow van. Call ServiceMaster.
Honor the 25th anniversary of the 9/11 attacks by visiting the Remember Me Rose Garden, a living memorial to the heroes of Flight 93. Based in Somerset, the garden features thousands of roses and perennials, wildflowers, 50 flowering trees, a walking trail, and more. See the new Visitor Center. Enjoy live music during this September 11th commemoration, just a quarter mile east of the Flight 93 Memorial. Visit remembermerosegarden.org.
Thinking about a new piano for your home, church, or school? Then visit Vatone's Music in Greensburg, Western Pennsylvania's longest continuously operating piano and organ dealer. Owner Tony Vatone is the area's official Kawai piano dealer, offering grands, uprights, digitals, and hybrids. Vatone's also offers a wide range of quality name brand used pianos. Trade-ins are always welcome, and Vatone's offers financing, piano tuning, and delivery services. Conveniently located on Route 30 in Greensburg, just minutes from the turnpike. Call or visit today.
Strong communities are built by skilled hands, hands belonging to Pennsylvania laborers. From highways and bridges to schools, hospitals, and energy projects, union laborers are trained, certified, and committed to getting the job done. The Pennsylvania Laborers District Council is building careers with outstanding training, family-supporting wages, excellent benefits, and a safer future for workers across the Commonwealth. Love them. When quality matters, bill with union laborers. Learn more about the Pennsylvania Laborers District Council and the professionals who are building every day.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
The rest of today will be cool for late August with a mix of sun and clouds and a high just 71. Partly cloudy tonight, though 58. Tomorrow, partly sunny and pleasant and a bit warmer in the afternoon, high 77. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
Tune in to the next America at Night with me, Graham Milhaven. We have the unbelievable true story of a man who was on a Christian ministry in the middle of the Amazon rainforest. Wait till you hear this true story. Plus, we'll check out all the news with Scott McFarland on Monday. It's America at Night with me, Graham Milhaven. Don't miss it. Tonight at 10 on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
I saw Bartley trolling around here. Michael Bartley, Mr. Greenfield. I'm assuming or presuming he's doing a call-in show. If Bartley's listening, and I don't know if he can hear because he's old and has a hearing deficit, maybe he comes in here for a tease. I want to ask him about this article in Esquire. I want to preface this by saying I love Pittsburgh. I grew up here. This is my town. Okay, my family loves it here. All my brothers and sisters, my parents, my relatives, from the old country, you name it. It's our town. Okay? That being said, this guy, Michael Clinton, and my wife mentioned this to me because she set up some interview with that Joe Manganella guy. He's my new neighbor. About Pittsburgh. Anyway, the guy's from Esquire magazine. He grew up here. And he wrote oh man, it's long. He wrote a 23-page article about Pittsburgh. And he said it's the most dynamic city in America. Pittsburgh. I read the whole thing. It is, wow. Downtown's rejuvenated. The Pit put us on the map. It's in travel guides. You should come here instead of Santa Fe and Mendoza, Argentina. Okay. They have a picture of Manganello, whatever the heck his name is, when he was like 20, waving the terrible towel. They met for coffee at the Coffee Tree, which is right up the street from us. Ken Gormley, they interviewed him. Pittsburgh's amazing, Ken said. They interviewed Duolingo co-founder. He said Pittsburgh's amazing. Amazing. Perfect. Fine. They interviewed several tech guys. It's the greatest tech birthplace in America. Insane food options. They interviewed the Post-Gazette, folks. Great city Pittsburgh is. They interviewed the mayor. The greatest resurgence in a city in the world. 23 pages of the most. Look, I love Pittsburgh. I was born and raised here. I'm here every day. I'm downtown all the time. I'm all over town. I love it. My only thing is, and I know Patrick's going to agree with me because he lived here forever and he knows it as well as I do. It's a wonderful city. However, we have issues. And I think, to be blunt, you have to be honest about those issues. To write a fair story, that's fine. He wrote a little glossy, I love Pittsburgh piece, but didn't say one thing about horrific pension problems, like massive economic issues, massive job loss, massive, big time population loss, big time. Massive tax increases on the way. They're going to have to do, what do they tell me, to eliminate this pension thing. And again, you're going to say I'm just a grumpy old white guy and I hate Pittsburgh. No. I'm saying if my man's going to write a good story about Pittsburgh, he's got to write a good story about Pittsburgh. That's all. You just keep it real. Go downtown, man. Walk around. I'm serious. Go along the trails where the homeless folks are back and they're scaring the hell out of people on bikes. I'm just being real here. Talk about we're 250 cops short. Just keep it real, man. Talk about to live comfortably in Pittsburgh. And by the way, we kind of broke this story now. The PG has, and that's fine. You have to make $239,000 a year. Well, no one here makes that. So you can't live comfortably here. And again, with all due respect to Michael Clinton and Esquire magazine, and I didn't even know that was a magazine still, it's not good reporting. That's all. And I'm not. It's like saying the Steelers are great. No, they're not. He wrote a story about everything about Pittsburgh that's wonderful, and there's a ton of things. But just be real, man. That's all. Talk about the schools. My God. Talk about the attrition rate at the schools. The number of students left. I get critiqued on this out in the streets about being negative about downtown. Until they fix downtown, I'll be negative about downtown. I posted a picture of 2nd Avenue this morning. They got all kind of people sleeping on 2nd Avenue on king-size beds, nice and comfortable together, making out under blankets. It's disgusting and gross. Even one of the guys on one of the beds reached out and said, "Don't show my picture. You're under a blanket there, Chief." Yeah, it's called a puff piece, Mr. Mazza. Of all people, Steve Mazza is an insane leader. He's an unbelievable carpenter. He's been an insane friend to me over the years. We've done cool stuff together. He loves Pittsburgh, loves it. But my man will be honest with you about what needs to be done here. He'll be honest about opportunity here. He will. I'll tell you the damn truth. That's all we want. Look, I'm not saying that it's a bad town. I'm just saying before the Griswolds pack up their car and drive to Pittsburgh for a month, they better keep it real. It's Pittsburgh, man. I can write an insanely cool piece about L.A. Oh, my God, it's beautiful. Oh, these restaurants. Oh, my gosh. Or I can tell you there's 55,000 people downtown homeless right now in L.A. But you got to do both to tell the damn truth about a city. That's all. It's a city. We got sores, man. We have scabs. It's kind of like the guy that marries the actress. Okay, and then the makeup comes off and the actress is naked. And he's like, oh, wow, you look different. Yeah, I do. Right? I love this town. And I know Bartley, I'm going to try and get him in here. He loves his town. But we got stuff that needs fixed, man. We just do. We have a massive deficit issue in the city. Massive. Massive problem with money. Crazy teen crime. Horrible city schools. And my man says this is the greatest city in America. If it is, then it is. And I love it because it's home. But to be fair about reporting, you have to be fair about reporting and expose. If you tell me up front, look, I love this town, I'm going to take you on a tour of the greatest spots in Pittsburgh, that's fine. But if you want to be truthful about Pittsburgh, tell us what the city needs. We need more development. We need more jobs. We need more growth and more revenue, or we're screwed. Bankrupt. That's just the truth, man. We're on the verge of a lot of things. But financial collapse is one of them. And unless we acknowledge that, we will never believe it. So this is a puff piece, and it's fine. Probably a nice guy. But you should probably try writing fiction, too.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
This is Greg Trzynski from the Original Mattress Factory. Parents, before you buy your student's mattress online, consider this. At OMF, we offer the same convenience, but with major advantages. You can actually try our mattresses before buying, crucial for your student's comfort. You'll know exactly where your mattress comes from, right here in our local factory. By supporting the Original Mattress Factory, you're investing in our community. And here's the kicker. You'll pay less than you would online. Quality sleep, local support, and better prices. OriginalMattress.com.
Parents, do you want to set your student up for success this school year? Start with a good night's sleep on a mattress from the Original Mattress Factory. We've made back-to-school shopping a breeze. Order online and we'll deliver directly to campus. Or swing by our factory and drive away with a mattress today. Either way, you'll get top quality at a factory direct price. Our locally made mattresses are designed to fit dorm rooms and apartment bedrooms alike. A great mattress and quality rest are key to academic success. Visit OMF today and cross quality sleep off your back-to-school list.
Oh, hey, Sarah. Did you hear my daughter Katie got Camper of the Week?
That's a big deal.
We got a big deal, too. Right, Mom?
Honey, shh.
What's that?
Okay, that Hyundai Santa Fe, I only paid...
Nice.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days, or 1.9% APR for 72 months on the Hyundai Tucson, Tucson Plug-in Hybrid, Santa Fe, or Santa Fe Hybrid. During the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Offers end September 8th. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Sometimes historic events suck. But what shouldn't suck is learning about history. I do that through storytelling. History That Doesn't Suck is a chart-topping history-telling podcast chronicling the epic story of America, decade by decade, from the 18th century to the 20th. Original music and immersive sound design accompany us on our storytelling journey. Listen to and follow History That Doesn't Suck, an Odyssey podcast, available now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
For generations, you've listened to us in your kitchen, catching baseball games on your front porch, and ending your day as your bedtime buddy. Now, you can watch us every day on your TV with our new KDKA Radio YouTube page, or by clicking on KDKARadio.com. It's presented by Metropolitan Windows. Same great content, more live visuals. The voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Eggland's Best, the only eggs with more fresh and delicious taste, plus superior nutrition. Eggland's Best, better taste, better nutrition, better eggs.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Hey, it's Marty Griffin. Right now, buy 4 windows, get 4 free. 48 months with 0% interest, same as cash. Restrictions apply. Call 412-545-6003. Like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
And Doug.
Limu and I created a trick to help you remember that you can customize your car insurance and save with Liberty Mutual.
You see, the shirts Limu and I wear are yellow, and yellow is the color of lemons, and lemons grow on trees, and trees provide oxygen, and oxygen helps us breathe, and breathing is how you live, and you can live more life when you save money by customizing your car insurance. I agree, Limu. It's really quite simple. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Summer storms can spell disaster for your roof and more. At Home Genius Exteriors, we stop the damage before it starts. Call now during our summer savings event and get 50% off materials for your new roof. Plus, get no interest and no payments till 2027. Call Home Genius Exteriors at 855-UR-GENIUS to schedule your free roof and attic inspection. That's 855, the letter U, the letter R, Genius. Home Genius Exteriors, the genius choice in roofing. See website for details.
In Pittsburgh, Chase is proud to root for the home team because they're our team too. We cheer from the bleachers and on the sidelines. We cheer for gymnasts and quarterbacks. And with more than 25 local Chase branches and 5,000 nationwide, we are right beside you, Pittsburgh. Neighborhood bankers, digital tools, national strength. Chase, make more of what's yours.
JP Morgan Chase Bank, NA member FDIC.
It's Marty. I'm here with my friend Harold Shepley. This is sensitive, my man. Is it okay to loan money to family or friends?
You know, your friends come to you and they're struggling, but you really don't ever want to loan a friend money. It's going to forever change the relationship. You can give them money if you want to, but you can't loan them money. If you really want to help out your friend, you might want to literally just pay for their bankruptcy. It'll be the gift that keeps on giving.
It's so important and vital information at ShepleyLaw.com. Check it out. So, at Monroeville Physical, spelled F-Y-Z-I-C-A-L, they help people move with less pain and more confidence. I've seen it. In fact, Physical has helped Pittsburgh get back on its feet with confidence through personalized one-to-one physical therapy and advanced balance treatment. It's amazing. The therapists use leading technology and customized care plans, focus on balance, neuropathy, and pain relief. You get back to doing the things you love safely and confidently. Call Monroeville Physical, 412-457-8200, 412-457-8200.
And now for a business news update from the Pittsburgh Business Times. I'm managing editor Mike Larson. S&T Bank is heading into the final innings of the development and renovation of its new North Shore space, as it currently targets completion for late first quarter of 2027, evidenced by putting its brand on the building. It's a major step for the community bank that has been increasing its presence in Pittsburgh during the past few years, including by strategically adding more retail branches in key neighborhoods. S&T confirmed in January it was relocating its loan production office that had opened in 2016 to larger space at 1 North Shore Center located on 12 Federal Street. Also, recent construction at a site that once housed a Max and Irma's restaurant is just the tip of a major mixed-use development iceberg in the South Hills. Meet Cochrane Commons, a retail office residential multi-phase project on a 12-acre property at 1910 Cochrane Road, bordered by Green Tree Road. It's a heavily traveled area, dense with retail and restaurants and various businesses. Previously known as Manor Oak, the rebranded Cochrane Commons has been fairly quiet. Its first phase, a full renovation of a 150,000 square foot office tower at 151 Rossler Road, was completed more than a year ago, and leasing activity continues at the office building. For more on these stories and other local business news, log on to PittsburghBusinessTimes.com.
It's Marty Griffin on the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Michael Bartley and I go way back. I really go way back with his brothers. They were jocks. No, I'm serious. We were close friends.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Michael and David, very close.
Bobby and David.
Yeah, them too. Barts, we call them. Both great athletes.
Everybody calls me Bart. We were all Barts.
I got to be honest. I don't know why it was. They didn't talk about you much. You had a tough time growing up.
And my older brothers were great in football.
Yeah, they were both.
I didn't have a tough time growing up. However, nobody could understand in those days.
Being gay was hard.
And I played football until one scrimmage. Phil Gentile's helmet landed on my hand. Broke it in 5 places. I was the happiest kid that ever lived, and I never had to play again. Yeah.
I want to get to this article.
Yeah.
And here's my thing. The guys from Pittsburgh, fine.
Yeah, he went to Carrick High School. I had him on Friday.
Yeah. And he wrote a puff piece.
He did.
But my thing is, if you're an alleged big-time reporter, which he alleges to be, that's not an accurate story.
It is an
silly
accurate story.
Travel guide, travel globe piece.
But that's what it is, Marty. He's a feature writer.
He didn't tell one thing about the city having major issues.
That wasn't the angle.
Who said that? If I'm reading that,
This is a travel piece.
I didn't know that.
Listen, I started out my interview with him. I said,
"You wimped out too. You kissed his butt."
Marty.
I heard that interview.
See,
It was gross. Made
shut
me
up.
gross.
Shut your mouth right now.
Oh man.
How did I start this out? I said, you know what? I think we both know. You're from Carrick, from the city. So am I. We both know the problems Pittsburgh has.
I
and
do
he's
too,
like,
but
I
none
do.
of it ended up in the story.
But it wasn't supposed to be in the story.
That? Who said that?
He said that. It's a fluff. It's a travel piece.
I don't see that anywhere. It says this.
What do
is
you
a
want them?
fluff
What do you
piece.
want them to do? Say, oh, it's such a wonderful city.
Maybe
wait
a
till you see
paragraph
the
to say about-
sister bridges. But wait, don't walk down the street. You might get stabbed.
It might help if he was honest about.
That's not the angle.
According to whom? Why are you getting defensive?
I'm not
you
getting
really
defensive.
Are. You're defending this.
Why do you have
idea.
to? Why do you have to burn a beautiful story
I'm not burning it,
that
I'm
we're all
saying-
proud of, and everyone in the country? I got a call from my buddy in Chicago. Listen, I just read Esquire. I want to come out there
But it's not
before the year
accurate.
ends.
It's not fair. Patrick, jump in here.
Wait a minute, Patrick. It is
stop.
accurate.
Stop.
Patrick.
Jump in here. You stop. Go ahead. Patrick, he should have put something in here.
No.
Stop. Go ahead, Patrick.
I mean, I get that it's an Esquire magazine piece. This isn't the New York Times.
Thank you.
This isn't.
Duh.
It's not
Thank
the
you.
Post-Gazette.
Okay.
Hold
So
on, let him finish.
all
I
right.
don't see a whole lot of hard news in Esquire.
That's
but
right.
should you mention something about yes,
Something.
there's a dark side?
That they're struggling.
We're not going to focus on that. Something.
Trying
maybe.
to create
No,
jobs.
absolutely
trying to create
not.
Opportunities.
There's
Listen,
insane
They
opportunity.
did. He did allude to that.
there is.
That Pittsburgh keeps reinventing itself.
Oh, that's what that is.
That we were either going to be Detroit or Minneapolis back in the
such a
day, and we're
homer.
Minneapolis.
We're
Patrick,
not.
okay, what if the New York Times, Patrick, your favorite newspaper, you and Marty, the New York Times,
That mean?
if the New York Times did a story on a crime problem and a homeless problem in Pittsburgh, are they obligated to mention that we were the most livable city in America and the most gorgeous skyline in America and
You're a
the
homer.
biggest foodie
just
town
keep getting
ever?
louder.
An angle is an angle.
Getting louder doesn't make your
Shut
point.
up.
See what I mean? Patrick,
Shut your mouth.
this is why my man's alone.
I love him.
I got to ask you something important. I do. And I want you to
Yeah.
think about this. Maybe
What?
we'll wait till tomorrow.
Okay.
My daughter, both of them are in sororities.
Yeah.
There's a trans person
Uh-huh.
interviewing to be in a sorority.
Oh.
What should they do?
Oh, boy, this
is big. And Michael, this is big. I'm asking everyone, not just you this because you're gay. Who cares?
No, I know.
It's a relevant conversation.
But I fought for 30 years ago. We made Pittsburgh a top 5 city, and I was on those boards,
I
and
remember.
we fought for it. And you know I was there.
No, I love
because
you.
you covered it.
You're one of my favorite people.
But you know what, Marty? I have a trouble time with, and I do, and I'm going to admit it to you. There are the questions around the trans community. It's very difficult. Whether sports and the question
No,
you
it's
just brought
true.
up, you got to give me a little time on this
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. Wait, are the girls uncomfortable?
Yes. All of them.
Really?
Every single
Well, then they have a right to. If it's a sorority, that they have a right to leave out whoever they want to.
But
isn't it?
It creates a but it creates a bigger picture, right?
Yeah.
It is kind of a contest to get into a sorority. What do you do?
Wow, that's a
And
hell
then-
of a question.
And does he sue? Michael, does he sue?
I don't think he can because
Patrick,
aren't
it's
the
kind of- It's a wild question, isn't it, Patrick? That this is coming up. No audio.
Patrick.
Only seeing it, but is it a fair question for the sorority? Absolutely it is. And it is a private institution.
It is.
So
Yeah.
you're right. They have the right to do whatever they
Yes,
want.
they do. It's kind of like a private club, like there
Look
are.
what the WNBA
Yeah,
is going through right now.
yeah.
Yeah, it's fascinating.
I don't think he can sue.
Just so everybody understands, Michael Bartley and I could do like 4 hours together. I love him.
I love it,
because
too.
Our chemistry's so cool.
It's so fun.
When we fight, it's actually joyful.
It's what? Yes, it is, baby.
He's my man.